Ladies, gentlemen, and unidentified entities, welcome back to the Clearly Cabbage stream. I'm your host, Cabbage, and hopefully everything's going well. If the mic is peeking out, I'm so sorry about that. Let's check here. I'm seeing the levels are a little bit high, but thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, tonight. Can we get some people in chat to sign in and say hi? I'd love to hear from you guys tonight. As you can see, I'm a little disheveled tonight because we had a long day at the amusement park at Gold Reef City in Johannesburg, and with a lot of water slides and doing some strange activities, like riding something called the UFO. What the fuck's that all about? I don't know. You decide. So for tonight's stream, we will be discussing cryptids. We'll be talking about some cryptids from across the globe, but also some South African cryptids as well. Now, let me just quickly load up here. I have some things that I want to share with you all. But in the meantime, we can just relax and get comfortable for tonight. I hope you guys have got yourself some snacks, and are you ready for tonight's stream? Now, if things are looking a bit weird, we're trying out some things. Once again, every live stream is an experiment or an experimentation, a moment to reflect and try some things out, some new things out. So let's see how it goes, guys. Let's see how it goes. Sup, Gabazant? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, evening. I don't know where you're tuning in from. If you're tuning in from overseas, US. I'm guessing it's like early morning still, or like almost midday. But yeah, come to you live from Discord, my dude. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to drop a follow and a sub if you really enjoy the content. If you don't, I understand. That's all good. Romania, my dude. So you're in the same time zone that I am in, or well, almost the same time zone. I'm not going to dox myself, but I'm in South Africa, and if I'm not mistaken, Romania it's European, right? Eastern European, if I'm not mistaken. If that's an insult, I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, awesome. Thank you for tuning in from Romania, dude. That's freaking sweet, dude. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any alerts up for Kick. So if there's anything cool going on Kick, please let me know. Yeah, it's 6:33 p.m. Okay, so we're 1 hour difference because it's 5:33 on this side. I work with a lot of European people for work, and it's weird because like Portugal is 1 hour before, and then Central Europe like Italy, Greece, I think Switzerland as well. Those are usually and the Netherlands, of course. They're all falling in the CEST range, so they're on the same time zone right now. And then Romania and a bit more west, even Turkey side, which is a bit more Middle East. Those are like 1 hour, 2 hours ahead. So pretty interesting. I'm from South Africa, my guy, southern tip of the African continent. Now, I won't go into too much depth in terms of where I am because my location is a secret, and we need to keep it that way, guys. If the SABC, the South African Broadcasting Commission, finds out I'm live streaming, they will shut us fucking down, guys. So we need to make sure that the SABC doesn't know we're here. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Now, I've fucking... Okay, I'm going to geek out a little bit here. For those of you who don't care, awesome, cool, that's fine. More power to you. But I was tampering around with the streamer bot for the streaming settings, and I discovered that there's voice commands in this fucking thing, right? So there's voice commands in streamer bot that you can automate, and you can do things. Now, I want to test this out. Hopefully chat can let me know if this is working. But whenever I say, you decide, there's supposed to be a sound effect playing. Right now, there's no fucking sound effect playing. So let's try that one more time. You decide. No, it's not fucking working. It was working yesterday. I was testing it out so much, and it didn't work. Okay, let's see if I can get it to work again. Let me just check my voice control settings here a little bit. You decide. There we go. Okay, So let me know if you heard that in on stream on your side, guys. We'll test it out through the course of the stream tonight. But I just wanted to add a little bit of flair to the fucking stream because I think the stream deserves a little bit of je ne sais quoi, a little bit of panache, if I could put it that way. Awesome. So yeah, those are some crazy rules. Just don't let the SABC know about my whereabouts. Because if they do, they will shut us down. They will hunt me down like a rabid dog and put me out of my misery. Guys, I know too many secrets from them. I know too many secrets. And I'm here to share them with you guys. So if you want to learn the secrets of the universe, not only like the South African side of things, if you want to know all the secrets, let me know. But keep us like secret from the SABC. But go ahead and spread far and wide so I can share these secrets with everyone. They make you dirty. What? How do they make me dirty, man? How do they make me dirty? So tonight we're going to be chatting and talking a little bit of shit about cryptids. Now, I don't know if you guys know what cryptids are. For those of you who are in the know, of course, cryptids are creatures that aren't scientifically proven or scientifically based in fact as of yet. Now, however, there are some cryptids that have been confirmed to be fact. There are cryptids that are real, guys. They were considered cryptids, and then they got discovered. How fucking cool is that? So there are actually cryptids that do fucking live. Like, they do exist. They're real. One of them that I saw yesterday when I was researching the topic was the one-eyed cyclops shark. Now, I have a fucking massive fear of sharks. So, hearing there's a shark that's a cyclops with one singular eye in the middle of its fucking face, that shit freaked me the fuck out. So, yeah, I have to say, guys, some of these cryptids will, of course, scare me, and they will most likely scare some of you guys. So if you're interested in finding more about, stick around. We're gonna be going through a lot of different cryptids, some that I've never heard of, some that you've probably never heard of. Now, we're going to do a little tier list later on as well, where we rank the likelihood of cryptids stealing your lunch. Specifically my lunch, because I'm the one with lunch right now. But we're going to be ranking the cryptids on a tier list of how likely they are to steal your lunch. So stick around for that, guys. We're going to be running through that. Bro, where did you see that goddamn show? Dude, I will show that to you guys. We're going to start off with a couple of like quizzes, like what kind of cryptid am I? I'm going to run through some quizzes like those just for the fun of it. And then from there, we'll move into some of the cryptids. Like just, I've got the cryptid wiki open and there are some confirmed cryptids. So I'll show you guys the cryptid shark I'm talking about. Siren head is technically it's a cryptid that's difficult to confirm. In fact, because the thing is, with siren head being a amalgam of modern tech with ancient or with like organic matter, I don't think siren head is existing right now. I think siren head could become a cryptid that would be able to become like truth or fact down the line, but I don't think he would look like siren head. Just saying, I think he would have, like, if we see the progression of technology advancing, we'd have some like the Bluetooth device is connected successfully type of guys running around. Like, we'd have some fucking earpod looking heads running around, not siren heads. So no, not like creepypastas. Now, there are some cryptids that are creepypastas. So some of the main known ones are like Slenderman. That is a cryptid that has been confirmed as a creepypasta as well. We also have the Rake. Now, the Rake, unfortunately, the Rake is one of those cryptids that I personally think it has become fact. Now, when I say that, what I mean is the Rake, because it is so widely believed to be a real creature now, and it shares many similarities with what we consider to be also Skinwalker-esque, I think we can safely say that through the power of the Tibetan Tulpa, in other words, mind magic in terms of believing in something hard enough to make it fact or to make it real, to manifest it into the universe, I think we've accidentally manifested the Rake, guys. Chupacabra is another one. Yeah, the Chupacabra is another one of these cryptids that I firmly believe the Chupacabra is real. Now, there are some people who say that the Chupacabra is, like you mentioned, a dog rat of some kind or some weird canine that might have the mange or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the pronunciation is. I think it's mange. Could be minge, but that would be a bit weird. But yeah, so the chupacabra is one of those creatures that I think has like truth to it. And I think it might be some kind of. A lot of people are saying like the chupacabra might be a Tasmanian wolf that, during the splitting of the continents, it might have been a remnant that didn't travel along with the Australian continent, and it actually went over to the North Americas and the Central Americas. So it's stuck around there. So I think it's a wolf variant of some kind, probably like closely related to the Tasmanian wolf, which unfortunately has been extinct. However, there are theories that the Tasmanian wolf isn't extinct. We might just not know of any more species or any more of its species that's roaming around in a observable space. So maybe they're hiding. Maybe they've gone into hiding because the perpetual fear of being extinct is something that they might be a bit stressed out about. Goatman, yeah, I've heard about Goatman. Now, I haven't done a lot of research on Goatman. I've only seen pictures. I haven't read up much about Goatman, but whenever I hear Goatman, I automatically think Jersey Devil as well. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the Jersey Devil. Are there, by the way, Gabazant, are there any Romanian cryptids or urban legends that, permeate your area in Romania, in your countries? Are there any stories of these cryptid-like creatures that are specific to your country? I'd love to hear about that. I'm super interested in these kinds of creatures. And of course, all kinds of spooky, bizarre, paranormal, and supernatural. I love to hear about these things. I love to hear about other countries. Like I said, I'm from South Africa. So the South African side of things, we're kind of doing our thing. We're kind of just vibing. And we've got some cryptids of our own. And of course, some of these I will be sneaking into our broadcast tonight. I heard that the chupacabras are like some scientific experiment. Interesting. So I don't have that as a firm fact that I've heard of. Like I said, my theory is it's most likely a Tasmanian wolf adjacent species of some kind that was left over as a remnant pre-Pangea or post-Pangea before the continent shifting. That's my theory. Now, of course, I think this theory could also be completely bullshit and just made up. We also have theories that it could be some kind of flying fox. For those of you who aren't familiar with what a flying fox is, that's some kind of giant fruit bat that looks like a giant red fox just flying about with its evil wings. Now, a picture of a flying fox, that shit confirms to me all cryptids. Like, I think all cryptids are fact just because of the flying fox being a fucking real thing. Okay, so there are some, like is that Ilele? The Strigoi? Oh, I've heard about the Strigoi. Nosferatu, of course, Nosferatu being like a really big, the vampiric cryptid, of course. And then witches. Yeah, so interesting that you note the witches. Now, Europe is full of witchcraft and wizardry and all kinds of witched and Wiccan entities. So that's pretty interesting to note that it's really running rampant in Romania and really something that a lot of people are talking about or a lot of people are noting of. Now, I'm assuming that the stories that you've heard most likely started off as like, bedtime stories or stories that your parents would tell you to kind of keep you in line. A lot of these cryptids start out with the parents scaring the children and then the children becoming firm believers as they go along with proof being presented. Now, I will be sharing a story that one of my viewers that I used to stay with a couple of years ago, we actually have a story that we more so an experience than just a story, but we have a experience of a cryptid that we saw live. Now, what kind of cryptid we might be delving into that tonight, I don't have firm facts. I don't have a firm knowledge or a firm belief on what it could be, but maybe we'll look into it and I can show you some example pictures of what I saw, or at least similar pictures. Only Nosferatu is like a myth, but the others are real. Interesting. So the Strigoi, could you refresh my memory on the Strigoi? Because I've heard about that. Now, my familiarity um, with Romanian myth and Romanian legend is based solely on the information that I had from The Witcher series. Of course, I don't know if The Witcher is Romanian, but there are some Romanian creatures that really resonate during that story as well. So, am I in the right direction here, Gabazant, or am I completely off my fucking rocker? Please let me know. I need to know. There's a huge haunted forest called Puduera Hoia Basiu. I'm butchering the pronunciation. I'm so sorry about that. I hope you can forgive me. Where a lot of witches do rituals to keep the paranormal under control, but more times they don't succeed and end up going insane. What the fuck, dude? Okay, shit, that's what? What the? Okay, that's pretty fucking creepy, dude. Okay, so you mentioning, I'm gonna see if I can. I want to search this up. We're not gonna pop it on screen right now, but if we can find some cool info about that, the Hoya Forest in Romania. Interesting. Now the article is in, I'm assuming, Romanian on Wikipedia here. Let me just quickly see if I can get this in translation. It's gained notoriety due to its association with paranormal phenomena. In the 1950s, biologist Alexander Sift claimed to have photographed several strange, nebulous-looking entities, creatures of some kind. The photos were never published. Later, the chemist Adrian Patrut, I'm assuming that's Patrut, published several materials about the appearance of paranormal phenomena in the forest with connections with subconscious projections of some psychic energies. Now, they say that the research is pseudoscientific and not based on observations or concrete data, but that's just them trying to fucking hide the facts, guys. That's just them trying to hide the facts. Hey, Fabian Kenneth, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm just trying to check here. My chat is not loading all my sources, so just give me a second to quickly just make sure everything is happening the way it needs to be. Yeah, Fabian, I'm so sorry. I didn't get your message there. Hopefully it'll pop through now. Let's just reload. We'll do a new session just to log in with the chat so I can make sure I have everyone's chat. So please bear with me while I just make sure that everyone's chat's going through. But yeah, Gabazant, some interesting shit going on in Romania, it seems. That's fucking... Dude, I'm getting chills. Now, let me just check, because I see my YouTube chats are also not going through. So, definitely there's something funky going on. I think it might be the SABC that's fucking with me and trying to keep the stream down. So, guys, please bear with me while we just update everything. I'm only seeing the kick chat for once, and usually I don't see the kick chat. So, very, very strange happenings going on here. Interesting to say the least. Let's try that again. Just give me a second while I just quickly make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. For my viewers from... Oh, sorry about that. For my viewers from YouTube, are you guys tuning in from the on the vertical stream, or are you tuning in on the widescreen stream? Just let me know. I shared a link on WhatsApp and on Discord for the vertical stream. So make sure that you're signed into that one. Could you send me some chat so I can just check and make sure that those are going through? Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll pop you guys open. Yeah, I'm seeing a fucking ton of messages coming through on the YouTube stream. I'm so sorry about that. Missing them, guys. I'm so sorry. But now they're still not popping up on the multi-chat on the screen. So let's just check. They are popping up on YouTube. I do see them there. Chaos, sup boy? Hey Chaos. Hey Fabian. Hey Wolfond, my dude. So Wolfond saying, hey man, did you see Scars on Broadway dropped a new album today? Completely unrelated. No, but I did see a new single that came out, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. Oh shit. Just give me a second, guys. I just quickly have to take a quick call. I'll be back. Sorry about that interruption, guys. I received a telepathic call from the SABC telling me you better fucking watch out. And hopefully I'm now watching out. So please bear with me, guys. If shit goes south, if something fucks out on the stream, just blame the SABC, blame the government, blame the ANC, blame fucking anyone. Okay, just don't fucking blame me, okay? I'm innocent in this. Gabazant, let me just quickly run through some of the chats on YouTube as well as Twitch. Unfortunately, we're having to do this. I don't know why I keep on getting freaking issues with all of these different platforms, but let's see what we can do with this. So just give me a second to quickly just pull everything into a weird amalgam of sorts. I can just see YouTube chat then as well, because I can't miss out on my peeps just chatting with me. I don't want to miss out on the people who want to send me messages. And there are so many people who want to send messages tonight. I love it. Thank you very much for everyone hopping on the stream. I really hope you guys are enjoying the stream. So let's just see how the frick I can do all of this. I think that should be fine. Yes, we are back, Chaos. Can you hear me, my guy? Can you hear me? Can you guys see me? So I'm just quickly going to run through the YouTube chats. Dude, you're saying your voice control doesn't exist? I did not hear it. Let's try the voice control one more time, and you guys let me know if you hear it. You decide. Okay, so it's playing on my side. I don't know if it's going to play on your side. If it doesn't, fuck it. We ball now, okay? Then let's just check. Can we get some messages in YouTube chat and in Twitch chat just so I can see if you guys are popping up? I see YouTube chat now actually resuming here. Or is there anyone tuning in from Twitch, guys? I don't have the stream stats here in front of me right now, but let's check. Okay, Chaos, I do see your messages coming through from YouTube side, so that should be good. Let's just quickly check all these beautiful, beautiful things. So for the stream's sake, I am busy streaming vertical as well for the people who want to tune in through YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. It's not really something I want to do much of, or I'm just trying it out and seeing how it goes. But at the moment, it's okay. I see there's 3 viewers on Twitch right now, so if you guys can shoot me a message in Twitch, that would be really awesome, so I can see if you guys are getting your messages coming through. I'm not seeing the messages from Twitch, dude. What the fuck? Just give me a second to see if I can get that set up a little bit better, guys. I blame the CIA, the FBI, and everyone in between for messing with the stream settings. And then, of course, you gotta blame the SABC, guys. You gotta blame the SABC. Let's just sign out of the Twitch real quick, and we'll sign back in. Because I would love to see my Twitch homies in chat, but we can't see them in chat, so we need to fucking figure this out, guys. Now, of course, we are working our way towards affiliate. At the moment, we're actually making fantastic progress. So, let me know. Drakenbakkie, hi my dude. Hi Fabian, how you doing, bro? King Draco, yo, brother! Good to see you in chat, man. I really appreciate that. Van Rippen, avast, Van Rippen, avast, my lady. Bloodness Gaming, hello, with the eyes of the Illuminati. Thank you very much. I'm pressing buttons because I need to type in a fucking verification code, and I put my numpad as my stream deck setting, so I'm changing scenes with the buttons, and then I'm fucking everything up on stream. Okay, Chaos, you say nope, and then also F for voice chat commands. Ugh, that's okay. I tried. It failed. So be it. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Let's see if we can just quickly get a pop out for the Twitch chat. So I can at least pop you guys up somewhere so I can actually sit and watch you. Like a demon. Okay, now I'm here, Chaos. I'm seeing you popping through, my guy. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream, dude. I really appreciate the support. It's amazing. Let's just see if we can get Twitch chat as well. I forget what the fucking command is. Ah, there we go. Now I've got a little pop out. Fantastic. And now we've got so many tabs open on screen. It's one of those things. It's just one of those things. All right, so we'll have to deal with what we can deal with, guys. You're going to have to bear with me. Warwick, sup, everybody? Hope everyone's well. I hope you're well too, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate the support, my guy. I hope you have a wonderful stream with us tonight. And if by any chance it's a terrible stream, tough shit. No, I'm just kidding. So we're testing some things out, but clearly as I test things out, the settings just get all more and more messed up. I just want to reposition everything. One love, brother. Thank you so much for the support, my fam. No, dude, I really appreciate you hopping on. I'm looking forward to it. Sweet, dude. Can we get some peeps to just message a little bit more in the Twitch chat, just so I can see how the hell I can fix this social stream ninja on Twitch, because it's just not going today. It disagrees with me. Let's check. We're just gonna remove the Twitch source real quick, and then I'll re-add it, and that might fix the problem. That might change the issue, resolve it to some extent. So let's try that one more time with feeling. Oh, yes, I see it now. I see the Twitch chat coming through. So we've got Kick chat coming through. We've got Twitch chat coming through. We got some YouTube chat coming through. I'm not sure if it's on the vertical. I'm not sure if it's on the other one. But fuck it, we ball, guys. Fuck it, we ball. Yeah, so I'm seeing... I can't differentiate which one's which of the two chats that I have open. So, oh well. Okay, so you're tuning in from the one you just sent the P on. Is that the one that's the vertical stream, or is it the horizontal stream, the full screen, or the phone screen size? Just let me know. I'd love to hear from you, my man. But yeah, look like both chats are working. Ordrolf, my dude, welcome back. Yeah, Draco, my man, fuck it. You know, what can you do, dude? What can you do? At the end of the day, like, streaming, dude, there's gonna be issues. It's always gonna fucking happen. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Anyway, so as I was saying, and I just want to revisit real quick what Gabazant was saying, because he was talking about his time in Romania, and of course some really wild fucking happenings. Because we're talking about cryptids. That's the topic for tonight's chat. And of course, I want to do a little tier list as well about which cryptid will most likely steal your fucking lunch, or my lunch in this case. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Now, there are a ton of cryptids on this list, so there will be some we might just skip over a little bit. But I'm also including some South African cryptids that I think are underrepresented in media and also, of course, in online discourse. So Gabazant was telling me a bit about Romania. He's coming from Romania. Gabazant, I hope you're still in chat, brother. I'm so sorry for popping you off there for a second, because I had an important SABC call that I had to take, or else they would shut down the stream. They almost got to us, guys. They almost fucking got to us, but they didn't succeed. Just keep that in mind. So, Gabazan says, when a people dies, sometimes it comes back to life to haunt the village where they died during nights, disturbing the people's sleep. Throwing stones on people's roofs and sucking the life from living things also can cause abnormal illness to people. If they want to stop the Strigoi, they go graveyard with a horse to find where it's buried. After that, they get out the dead body and sting his heart with a holy nail. After that, the priest holds a ritual to unleash his soul. What the fuck? Because Gabazant also spoke here about this forest called Padurie Hoya Masui, where a lot of witches do rituals. Now, I searched this up real quick. I'm going to pop it in chat just real quick again for you guys to see. I'll pop it on Twitch chat just so you guys can check it. This is the forest's name. Check it out on fucking Wikipedia. It's got some paranormal connotations, and apparently there's some weird shit going on. Dude, what the fuck is going on in Romania? Holy shit. So he says that's how the Strigoi kind of work. People also say that in the forest that I mentioned is some kind of portal to another dimension because people claim to see weird species of animals. Cryptids, of course. A person claiming to saw a dodo bird go into a bush and disappear. What the fuck? Dude! No, fam. That shit's crazy, man. Guys, I'm seeing you now, brother. Thank you so much for all the letters. I appreciate you. I'm seeing them. King Draco, thanks for the emojis. What emojis are these? My fonts are so tiny, I can't read that well. I also need glasses, but I'm way too lazy to put them on. Let's just quickly check in, make sure that Kick Chat is now also working, because now I'm not seeing any Kick messages come through. Okay, it seems that the Kick's all caught up. That's good, at least. At the very least. So, awesome. Right, guys. It seems like everyone's there. Sounds like some Witcher shit. That's what I was saying, dude. So the Strigoi I know is from Witcher. I don't know if you guys have also played the Witcher games or watched the Witcher series. Now, I know Danica, who's often in chat, she watched the entirety of Season 1 and 2 with me. We missed out on Season 3, because Season 3 was when they announced Henry Cavill isn't in the show anymore. And who the fuck wants to watch the Witcher series without the Cavill? And I was so pissed at the announcement that I boycotted Season 3 and 4. And now with Season 5 potentially being made with the ugly Hemsworth brother? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Don't watch without Henry, bro. Can I get some Henry stands in the chat? Sound off. Tell me about fucking Henry Cavill being the best Witcher we've ever fucking had. Dude, that guy's goated as fuck. I should make him a cryptid. I should add him to the cryptid list. Tonight we're going to be talking about, like I said, we're going to be talking about the cryptids. And we're going to be not necessarily discussing or exploring all of them. We'll be exploring some. But I wanted to start us off. Now, we've been talking shit for a little bit and just running through chat a little bit. But I wanted to start us off with Just give me a second to pull everything up here. I wanted to start us off with discovering what kind of cryptid I am. I wanted to do a little quiz here. And it says it's only going to take 2 to 5 minutes, so I lined up like 2 or 3 quizzes. This is just a Wikipedia article of the forest that Gabazant was talking about. I was like, I gotta Google this shit. I gotta find out more about this. Wild shit's going on in that forest, guys. Just saying. Between you and I, wild shit. So, let's check it out. So, which cryptid are you? Discover your inner creature. Now, I know a friend who often calls me a creature, and that's why I think I might be a cryptid. Do you guys think I might be a cryptid? Probably. I don't know, you decide. In the meantime, Warwick says, even as Superman, one of my all-time faves, he's even trying to get a Warhammer movie going. Dude, I saw the info about the Warhammer movie. Sounds awesome. Now, I'm not the biggest knower of the franchise. I don't know Warhammer that well. But I'm super into like the Warhammer lore. Not necessarily as something that I actively partake in. Like, I don't have the figurines, I don't paint, but I do really like Warhammer. I watch a lot of those like abbreviated lore videos. Super cool. I think it's such a cool like lore and everything like that. It's awesome. So let's go through. We'll check out which cryptid are you. So they start by saying, ready to uncover your secret shadow self. Dive into our free cryptid quiz and discover what cryptid am I by answering fun questions designed to reveal your hidden creature side. Whether you're drawn to the elusive Bigfoot or the enigmatic Mothman, you'll gain insight into your cryptid personality and learn which cryptid are you at heart. You'll also unlock fascinating cryptozoology tidbits and see which legendary beast matches your traits. Plus, challenge your friends to test their own cryptid lore and share results to see who really owns the night. Perfect for cryptid enthusiasts, this test delivers a playful tour through unexplained legends. Click to see what cryptid am I and start the adventure. What cryptid do you guys think I am? Let me know in chat. I'd love to hear from you guys. What cryptid do you think I possibly could be? Now, I am a big Mothman stan. I also really like the Chupacabra. But I think the cryptid that resonates most with me is probably the Skinwalker. I really, really like the Skinwalker. And then modern cryptid that I think has become now it was a creepypasta and an urban legend, but I do think that a modern example cryptid would probably be the Rake. I really fuck with the Rake. Chaos, just because I have a massive horn doesn't mean I am a unicorn. Just saying. Just saying. Also, let me know in chat, guys, what cryptid do you fucking think you are? Which cryptid do you think you are? So let's start this quiz. We'll start it right. So, is the text large enough for you guys? I'm gonna enlarge it just a little bit for the test so we don't struggle to see. I also just want to activate on the vertical stream. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's see what kind of cryptid I am. So, when faced with a challenge, you A. Approach with caution, scanning for hidden signals. That sounds about right, but let's check the rest. Dive in head first, but prefer to dive deep into your problems. Tackle it fiercely and quickly, no holding back. Now, for most people, that should be the right answer, like tackling it fiercely and just no holding back. But, I mean, being cautious, being aware of the CIA mind hacks and the fucking FBI raids and stuff like that, and the SABC mind control programs, you've got to be careful of those. So, make a grand move that shake things up instantly. Or take a quiet, steady approach and observe everything first. Now, I think taking a quiet, steady approach and observing everything first might be sensible to do, but you guys know me. Well, I hope you do. Well, some of you definitely do. Do I sound like the quiet type? Probably not. But am I the cautious type? I think yes. Let's go with the cautious type. Your ideal habitat would be abandoned towns where legends come alive. Deep, murky lakes hidden from view. I don't really like the water, so we're gonna automatically say fuck that. Chaos, have you heard of the not a deer? I have heard of not deer. I actually watched quite a long video about it yesterday. Very interesting. People saying that it's chronic wasting disease, but I don't firmly believe in that. Then deep oceans beneath stormy skies. Fuck the water shit. Fuck all the water shit. Get that out of here. Dense, misty forests far from crowds. That does sound cozy. That does sound kind of cozy. Rural farm roads under the moonlight. Tough choices. Now, abandoned towns, pretty cool. There's some housing. I like me some housing. I need some security, right? The dense, misty forest far from the crowds sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. So, maybe that. And then the rural farm roads under the moonlight. Now, I do like my night drives. I used to, with Brown Ranger, when we used to stay closer to one another, we would take his car out for a long drive on the open roads, the back roads, the farm roads, the forest roads, or as we call them, the bushveld roads. We take those quite often. Now, I do think that traveling on the farm roads under the moonlight does sound very nice. Let's go with that as an option. How do you prefer to travel? Sinking deeply, then bursting to the surface? Of course, you have to stay hidden and protected. Flying swiftly over rooftops at dusk? It sounds very vampiresque. Ooh, no. It's a bit too flashy for me. Slipping between shadows at midnight. Sounds pretty good. On solid ground, pacing quietly among trees. Or gliding effortlessly underwater in silence. Like I said, the water shit can get fucked. I don't want any water shit. Ginger saying, Ginger Slender Man has returned. Welcome back, Ginger Slender Man. So I'm assuming that that's the cryptid you choose. That's the one you're going to be, a Slender Man. Fair enough. Which cryptid do you think I am? If you were to pick a cryptid, we're doing a cryptid quiz here real quick, just to get an idea of what cryptid I could possibly be. But I'd like to hear from you guys. Are there any cryptids you have in mind for me that you think I might possibly be? Now, like I said, fuck the water stuff. I don't want to do that. On solid ground, pacing quietly among trees. That sounds pretty good. Or slipping between shadows at midnight. I kind of like that one. I think the one on solid ground. At a social gathering, you're most likely to be up front, sharing bold stories of daring feats. Interesting. I think that does kind of sound like me, although I'm just sharing the secrets, guys. I'm just sharing the secret good. You have to keep that in mind. You're saying, I think you would be a centaur. Interesting. Why do you say I would be a centaur is a more pertinent and important question to me right now. Is it because I've got this massive horse-like lower body? I don't know. You decide. So let's get back into this. So I think the being up front, sharing bold stories of daring feats sounds pretty good. Surprising the crowd with a powerful, unforgettable entrance? Nah, it's not me. Doesn't sound like me. I think if it was surprising the crowd with a wild maneuver like halfway through the party, sure, that sounds more like me. But at the start of a social gathering, nah, I don't start the convos off that well. Hang back and observe who enters your space. That sounds a little try-hardy, don't you think? That sounds like emo shit right there. No thanks. Mingle near the refreshments, mysterious but approachable. That does sound pretty accurate. Enter dramatically so everyone notices your silhouette. No. I think let's do be upfront, sharing bold facts of daring secrets. Your friends admire you for intense passion and loyalty, quiet strength and reliability, intuition and awareness of hidden truths. I like that one. Mysterious depth and patience. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have any fucking patience, guys. The patience is very weak with this one. And then fearlessness and commanding presence. Adorable says, I might be a Sasquatch. Fair. I mean, have you watched the Big Les show? I do give a Sassy the Sasquatch kind of vibe. Ginger saying, daring feats of beating Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta. Nah, fam. No, I suck against the meta. And also enter dramatically would be you as a JoJo's character. Fair enough. So I think with the admire part, it'll probably be my intuition and awareness of the hidden truths. You have to admire how in tune I am with the secrets. You don't have patience, that's why I exist. That's fair, Ginger. That's fair, my guy. So, what's your favorite time of day? Now, I think there's only like two answers that might possibly be correct. Let's see what answers they possibly give, and then we'll see. Dawn in a secluded forest sounds fine. Midnight by a calm lake. Why the fuck does there have to be a lake there? It's favorite time of day, not favorite time of day. Fucking at a place. It's favorite time of day. Just simplify it, you fucks. Sorry about that. Getting a little frustrated there. And I just accidentally clicked off the fucking the info here. Just give me a second. Okay. So Aquaphobia, go. No, bro. I'm not an aquaphobe. I'm not an aquaphobe. I'm a hydrophobe. There's a difference. Okay, so let's check. Dusk when everything feels uncanny. I do kind of like dusk. It's nice. Twilight when the moon rises. A stormy night on the open sea. Once again, why fucking sea stuff? Now, a calm lake would be kind of vibes because there's a forest close by. There's probably some outdoors, some back roads, some stuff that I can be, vibing on. I think Midnight by a Calm Lake sounds fair to me. Let's go with Midnight. You most value power and unstoppable force, foresight and subtle warnings, secrecy and timeless mystery, loyalty and protective instincts, or solitude and harmony with nature. I mean, does make sense. Someone calls you a myth. You offer a cryptic warning, then vanish. Perhaps, perhaps, laugh softly, knowing the truth runs deep. Smile knowingly and stay hidden. Show your fierce side to prove you're real. That gives me that vibe. I don't know if you guys have seen that video of the people who think they're wolves or pretend that they're vampires of some kind, and they go, "I'm a vampire." That gives me that kind of vibe, guys. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. Roar thunderously, leaving no doubt you exist. That's Dragon Guy. There's this guy on TikTok and YouTube Shorts that does this fucking impersonation where he's this dragon guy, but he's this really, really scrawny guy. Nah, I don't know. I think probably offering a cryptic warning and then vanishing. You need to be aware of the fucking SABC mind waves and then just dip. Let's check chat here real quick before we go on. Ginger saying, I heard there's a cryptid called the Big Mac. Yes, there is. He's sitting right fucking here. My version is I exist. Fair. So, how do you spend your free time? Imagining epic sea voyages during storms? No, fuck that. Exploring hidden forest trails alone? Maybe. Listening to folk tales by campfires? I do like that. Daydreaming near piers or lake shores? Nah. Stargazing and interpreting omens? Ooh, I do fuck with omens. Omens, chat? Are we doing the omens? Because omens are rocking it, bro. Like the omens are pretty cool. So I think let's go with omens. Let's check out omens. Your favorite mythological power would be predicting events before they happen. Very Mothman. I don't know if that's me though. I do have the hidden knowledge, but I'm not that great with predicting where it goes. It just happens. So that's one thing to take into consideration. Give me a second. I just want to quickly check here. Then, controlling storms and tides. Sorry, I just quickly got a message there. Controlling storms and tides. Super speed under the moonlight. Now, that is some Twilight bullshit right there. No, fuck that. Breathing and moving underwater. What the fuck is with all the water shit, guys? Nah, fuck this quiz. What's with all the water shit? Why can't I conjure wolves or some shit as an option? Now I have to talk about fucking water? No. Invisibility among trees. So I think, of course, predicting events before they could happen would be really super awesome because then I can actually utilize this mind melding information that I have. So let's go with that. You are most drawn to nautical lore of colossal sea beasts. Fuck no. Ancient trails hidden by moss? Perhaps. Urban myths about winged watchers? I do like that one. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm getting choked by some fucking SABC drone that flew into my throat. Fuck. Sorry about that, guys. Sunken legends whispered by fishermen, also know rural tales of nocturnal creatures. Now, I do like the urban myths about winged watchers and the rural tales of nocturnal creatures. I think, oh, it's a coin flip, guys. It's a coin flip. I fuck with urban so much. Guys, you're going to be a banshee. Nah, fam. I don't want to be a banshee. That's like fucking nah. Ginger's saying the nocturnal creatures are criminals. What the fuck, bro? That's a bit hectic, brother. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and just hope for one of the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's rural. It's nocturnal creatures. How do you handle attention? Use it to deliver warnings before vanishing. Delight in commanding every gaze. Embrace the spotlight with fierce pride. That's a bit gay. Prefer to remain unseen among shadows, or accept curiosity but keep your distance. Interesting. Ginger saying I'm not safe for work. Yeah, dude. Nah. But that's fine. We accept you for who you are, bro. Just be who you need to be, bro. Let's quickly just check here. I just want to see what the vibes are like on Kick, because I'm now not seeing any Kick messages coming through. I also just want to quickly check Twitch as well, because I'm not seeing any Twitch messages coming through, but I am seeing the YouTube messages coming through, and that's good, at least. Just don't want to miss out on anyone checking out and sending messages. I wanna be able to answer to everyone. So let's just check and make sure. All right, we're looking good on Twitch and on Kick so far. I'm not seeing anything particular. But all right, let's check this out. So how do you handle attention? I think I use it to deliver warnings before vanishing is probably good. The FOMO is strong with this one. I just want to make sure everyone's included, man. I don't want to exclude anyone, because so many times I go live and then you have like one person chatting on Kick by their lonesome, and there's no messages coming through, which kind of sucks for them. You know, I don't want that to happen. So I'm just trying to make sure everyone's accounted for. I think, fuck it, we ball. We just go with the deliver warnings before vanishing. Let's check and we finish off. 50% match on Mothman? You're the elusive harbinger of change, sensing shifts long before they arrive. You move swiftly and silently, always alert to hidden warnings around you. People rely on your intuition and foresight when navigating uncertainty. Trust your inner radar. It guides you toward fascinating revelations. Interesting. These outcome profiles will reveal what cryptid am I by matching you to a legendary creature and highlighting your unique cryptid personality. I don't know how the rest of this works, but I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Mothman, let's go. He is the phono. I think you mean FOMO. Yeah, I am the FOMO. I didn't know you were an accountant, bro. I do the equations, man. I do the calculations. I do the mathematics in my mind. I'm terrible at maths, though, so it's bad. Don't know about swiftly or silently. Fair. Unless I'm hopped up on Monster Energy, then I do it nice and quick. But, alright. So, I wanted to do another quiz just to get an outside perspective. So, let's check one more. So this one is a BuzzFeed quiz. Now, we all know how notoriously fantastical BuzzFeed is of all fucking things. But let's do it anyways. Slow and chaotic. Oh, dude, I love that. Slow and chaotic is the way. So, this test says, who doesn't love a heart-pounding twist? It's never a bad time to embrace all things eerie and mysterious. Grab your popcorn and dive into the terror. Your cryptid identity awaits. Where does your horror movie take place? So, they frame it as you building up your own horror movie, and then from that, they will pick your cryptid for you. So, I think we can probably game this. and get the cryptid we want. Now we got Mothman on the previous one, so I this one I actually have probably done in the past. I remember I had a phase. I think we all had a phase where we just did BuzzFeed quizzes. Like Ginger saying BuzzFeed is a thing. Yeah, BuzzFeed is a thing, although they're going out of business, which is fucking hilarious. But yeah, so where does your horror movie take place? A remote fog-covered forest, an abandoned decrepit hospital, a bustling urban area with dark secrets, a quaint isolated village with strange traditions, a la Romania, perhaps, a deserted haunted mansion on a hill. Ooh, interesting. An underground bunker with a mysterious past. A forgotten sunken shipwreck. A sprawling dilapidated carnival. Now, I was at Gold Reef City today, so I've had my fill of fucking theme parks and carnivals. I don't want to do that anymore. Especially if there's weird and creepy clowns. I don't want to be friends with a weird and creepy clown. Fuck that. Or a cursed ancient graveyard. Now, graveyard I fuck with. I fuck with underground bunker. I like the fog-covered forest. An abandoned, decrepit hospital is also pretty cool, and the bustling urban area with a dark secret. Now, I think for the sake of hiding from the SABC and the CIA, the FBI, the fucking Hawks, the Commandos, underground bunker. We got to do that. We got to do underground bunker. Who's the protagonist of your story? So, who am I trying to kill? A skeptical scientist investigating strange phenomena? No, I don't want to kill someone like myself. A group of adventurous teenagers on a camping trip. Man, fuck them kids. But no, probably not. Ginger, my horror movie takes place in the SABC basement. Dude, that's fucked. That's fucked. A local detective with a troubled past. A reclusive writer seeking an inspiration. A grieving family searching for closure. A non-believer paranormal investigator with a hidden agenda. A curious historian uncovering old legends, a group of co-workers on a weekend getaway, or an ambitious journalist chasing a big story. Now, fuck this guy's ambition. Fuck this guy's ambition. But no, he's not my target. A group of co-workers? Interesting. Perhaps. But I think the best would be to fuck the non-believers. We need to turn people into believers, guys. So that will be my hunt. What kind of menace is at the center of your plot? An otherworldly entity with mind control powers. Now, I am the one being mind controlled here, guys, so it can't be that. No matter how much I want to have mind control powers, it can't be that. A vengeful spirit seeking retribution? Perhaps. A cryptic creature with a horrifying appearance. Now, that sounds like on the money, especially considering we're talking about cryptids tonight. A malevolent, fucking I use words correctly tonight. A malevolent force that preys on people's fears. Interesting. I like this one too. An ancient curse that brings disaster, maybe. A shapeshifter hiding among the living. Ooh, I like this one. Very The Thing, for those of you in the know. Can I sing along with the Seventh Alone cast, my dude? I wrote the Seventh Alone theme song back in the day. I don't know if you knew that. But yeah, a mysterious disease with strange symptoms, a sinister cult with dark rituals, or an extraterrestrial presence with unknown motives? I like the cryptic creature. I like the malevolent force. The shapeshifter's fucking with me hard. And then, of course, the extraterrestrial. I don't know, guys. It's between those four. Let me know in chat which one you think. In the meantime, I'm going to have a chippy. Now, someone said you should have fucking snacks on stream or some shit. I don't know. But, I got chips. And I got a fucking chocolate. So, Carry On My Wayward Son starts playing. Dude, yeah. Fuck that. 70s is gonna come get me, bro. Because the problem is, I'm probably a prophet, right? That's my fucking issue. I'm probably a prophet. And we're all gonna get screwed because now I'm prophesizing shit here. And next thing you know, whoop, I'm just gone. It's a fuck up. So let me know, chat. Am I a cryptic creature? A malevolent force? A shapeshifter? Or an ET? A sap shifter? Chaos, thanks. I appreciate that. And you have 2 packs of wafers, my dude. Fucking enjoy those wafers. It's good having a snack every now and then, bro. Why do they think you're queso? Bro, I'm not queso. I'm fatter than him. I will challenge queso and I'll fucking eat off and I'll beat him. No, I'm kidding. I probably won't. I've got such a small appetite, actually. So, let me know in chat, guys. Which one? Shapeshifter, cryptic creature, malevolent force, or ET? Gaz has already let me know he's thinking like shapeshifter, so I might be leaning towards shapeshifter myself. I don't know if you guys do the same, but whenever I'm eating like chips, I always go for the big ones first until it's just like fucking bits and pieces left at the end. I just go for the soul of the chip, my dude. That's a bit fucking heavy, bro. How do you extract the soul of a chip, though? And does every single chip have a separate soul? Because they all come from one potato, of course. So, how does the logistics work in terms of soul value? I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna go with Shapeshifter. I'm not hearing anything else from chat, so let's go with Shapeshifter. Let's fucking do it. How does your horror movie end? With a shocking twist that leaves viewers questioning everything. Interesting. I do like leaving people with a hypothetical, making them think. So that's definitely on the consideration. Um, with a bittersweet resolution where the protagonist survives but is forever changed. I don't want the protagonist to survive. I want the non-believer to die, or I want the non-believer to be converted. So the forever change part sways that to me. But right now, the shocking twist I kind of fuck with a clear victory over the threat, but hints of lingering danger. That's pretty cool, but I don't like the clear victory part. With an open-ended conclusion that leaves room for a sequel. Now, I'm a one and done kind of movie, guys. I'm a one and done kind of movie. I ain't doing any fucking follow-ups or sequels or anything. You get one of me and you fucking watch me over and over again. Right? With a tragic ending where not everyone survives. I like that one. With a triumphant resolution that provides closure and hope. Nah, fucking what is this, Disney? Ends with a bad one-liner. Yeah, that could be cool as well. But then I have to have like Jean-Claude Van Damme or fucking Steven Seagal as the main character. I need him in that. Otherwise, the one-liner ain't bad enough, bro. With the threat being neutralized, but at a great personal cost, it's kind of meh. With a twist that suggests the horror is far from over, I like that. With a return to normalcy, but subtle signs that the horror might return. We're doing twist, guys. I like the fact that there's the horror is far from over. I like that. What is the overall tone of your horror movie? Dark and brooding with a focus on psychological fear. I like that. Fast paced and thrilling with lots of action. No. Eerie and unsettling with a slow build up of tension. Maybe. Haunting and atmospheric with a focus on suspense and mystery. Intense and gory with a focus on shocking visuals. I like that one. Supernatural and surreal with a dreamlike quality. I do like that. Retro and campy with a nostalgic horror vibe. Also, fuck with that. Mysterious and once again, words are failing me. Mysterious and enigmatic with a focus on unraveling secrets, and then tense and dramatic with heavy emotional stakes. I don't think I'm too tense though. I don't think I'm too serious. So I like the retro and campy. That one's cool. The dreamlike stuff, because that gives me kind of like Lovecraftian vibes. I fuck with that. Whichever one Carpenter the thing those. Yeah, that's true. No, I just get Arnold. No, dude, Arnold's goated as well. So Arnold, Seagal, Van Damme, one of those three probably. I mean, Chuck's a little too old, bro. Like Norris is like, and I don't know if he's gonna be in my movie. I don't think he would want to star in my movie. But the other three I can probably convince. So interesting. What would the title of the movie be? That's the other question. I think let's go with. I also like the intense and gory with a focus on shock visuals. Because I do like body horror. So let's go with that one. I'm a Chupacabra. What the fuck? Now I do like the Chupacabra. So let's read through the description. You are a fun-loving trickster. The Chupacabra is often depicted with reptilian or alien features, and this legendary goat sucker, I suck off the goats, is known to terrorize farmers by taking down livestock. I'm going to be honest, I feel worse for the livestock than the farmer. Fair. Big Mac steak. That's fucked. Now I wanted to do another quiz, but I think we can jump into the meat of potato. So first things first. I wanted to check out the former cryptids on the Cryptid Wiki. Because I did, at the start of the stream, talk about some cryptids that were previously noted as cryptids, and then they went over into the non-cryptid space. Now, are there any non-cryptids that you guys are familiar with, or that you guys know of, that that you think would be very, very popular? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. It's weird on Twitch side. I'm getting some bitrate issues, which is very strange. Because like the stream is very stable, so bit weird. Bit of a peculiarity. Amber Heard and I Have Nothing Man. Fair enough. Okay, so let's go through some of these. So, former cryptids, also called identified cryptids, are cryptids that have been scientifically proven to exist or have had their cryptic status revoked. Now, I don't know if you guys know what a cryptid is, but I'll explain it to those of you who tune in a little later. What a cryptid basically is a creature that isn't scientifically proven to exist. And cryptids can be fluid. They can either be a cryptid or they can move into the normal realm of fauna and flora. And cryptids can also be plants, they can be animals, they can be all kinds of different creatures, but as long as they are a creature of some kind. Now, cryptids also often are cited within urban legend. Now, for those of you who watched the urban legend stream we had on Tuesday, thank you so much for hopping in. I would love to see you guys go check out the VOD on that. It is posted on the YouTube channel. So if you want to see the stream about our urban legends, I would love to have you guys revisit that and check it out. While you're busy on the page, don't forget to drop a like, a follow, and a subscribe. I really appreciate that. I'm working my way towards Twitch affiliate. So we're trying to get 50 followers on Twitch. At the moment, my goal is at 35. We're very fucking close, guys. Can we get at least just 4 followers on Twitch? We're very close. We're on 31. We just need 4 to get to 35, and then we can go to the next goal, which would be 40, guys. We're moving 5 at a time. I want to get to 50, but let's see. I'm also seeing the growth on YouTube looking really, really fucking cool. Really nice. So thank you very much for you guys hopping on and checking it out there as well. So, they say when we think of cryptozoology, we usually think of Sasquatch, the Yeti, and the Loch Ness Monster. Creatures that, despite so many years of searching, remain hidden. That's one thing. Because a lot of these creatures, they're elusive. They're difficult to capture. They're difficult to fucking get evidence of. And when the evidence is presented, it's usually in such a manner that it's easy to disprove or easy to refute. Uncle Goat, my guy, how much longer are you going to be on? My dude, I'm going to be on for quite some time. I'll probably be on until... Oh, dude, probably for another 2 or 3 hours. We'll check. We'll see how things go. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, dude. I really appreciate it. We actually spoke about the Goatman earlier, brother. Fucking, and I was thinking about you when I was talking about that. Awesome. I'm going to swing back through in a few. Sweet, dude. No stress, man. No fucking worries. I really appreciate you hopping on, dude. Awesome. So, some cryptids have been found, like the okapi, the gorilla and the giant squid, the black swan, and many, many more. So, the okapi is a sort of fucking deer thing. It's like a half regular style US deer with some zebra shit going on. Pretty interesting. Looks a little bullshitty, but of course that's why people think it's a cryptid. They say here that it's also called the African unicorn. Interesting. Now, they cite the gorilla here. Now, the gorilla for a very long time was actually just noted as an ape man, because people didn't know the fuck a gorilla was until it was documented well. Giant squid recently also got its cryptid status revoked, which is pretty interesting. I think it's cool that the giant squid, after so many years, actually got proven, which is pretty cool. And there are numerous sightings. There's also now like physical evidence and proof of it. I say it's different than the colossal squid, which apparently is also real. But it's I think the giant squid is a bit more Kraken-esque than the colossal squid. The colossal squid kind of looks derpy, guys. That kind of looks fucked. Let's check here. They also say the black swan. There is a black swan. Now, moving on, there are a couple of former cryptids. And the one was the Cyclops shark that I spoke about earlier in the stream. So they say while one thinks of the Cyclops of Greek mythology and Kabanda of Southeast Asian lore, a rare creature dubbed a one-eye anomaly by National Geographic was discovered in 2011. The Cyclops shark was discovered by fisherman Enrique Lucero Leon and was instantly regarded as a cryptid and a hoax. However, after Enrique brought the specimen to National Geographic scientists, it was discovered that although the shark was not some unique species, it was an extremely rare and fascinating case of a shark featuring a congenital defect called cyclopia, which occurs in several animal species, including humans. Look at that fucking thing. That is a Cyclops shark. What the fuck, guys? When I read this and I was like, what? A Cyclops shark? This is crazy. So they go into further details. I just want to look at some pictures of this thing, because this is one fugly little sharky. Look at that thing. It's so cute. It's pretty derpy as fuck, but it's cute. It's so cute. They're slaying with some regular sharks. It's also like it's got very light pigment, which is interesting. It's like, take me to your leader. It looks like some sort of alien fucking thing. What the hell? But yeah, so there are quite a lot of cryptids, but I wanted to get into a tier list of all the different types of cryptids. Now, if we find one we don't really know about, or that, you know, I don't have much to say on, we'll move it off of the list. We'll just rank it based on vibes alone. And then you guys let me know if you know about the creature. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So the ranking is as follows. We're trying to figure out which creature would be most likely to steal your lunch, or steal my lunch in this case. Now, the rankings we have is goated. In other words, if this thing eats my lunch, fuck yeah, I would be proud. I would be honored for it to steal my lunch, right? The next one would be I'll feed it. So I'll personally hand feed this creature because it's also quite a nice creature. Then the creature ate the table scraps, but we're still chilling. I don't want the creature close by. The next one is stole from the picnic basket. So this creature has some evil tendencies and some tendencies that I don't fuck with. The professional hamburglar, of course, is the creature that I won't know has stolen my food. It's probably fucking mind melded me or fucked with my vibes. And then the final one is ate it from inside you. Having the creature delve into my innards and fucking chow my food from within me. So let's check it out. So I wanted to find out from you guys, which creatures do you think, or which cryptids do you think should feature? I'd love to hear from you guys. If anyone's still in chat, let me know, and we can fuck around and find out. Just give me a second. I just want to pop everything open again. All right. So let's start off with a Bigfoot. Now, Bigfoot, I think, is, it's one of those cryptids a lot of people know about. It's a very famous one. I think also the Bigfoot seems to be the most, probably one of the chiller kind of creatures. So I do think he stole from the picnic basket. But I also think he's chill. I think he's a vibe. Oh, wait, okay, I was saying, nope, nothing comes to mind right now. All good, bro. I think Bigfoot probably ate the table scraps, but we chill. I think Bigfoot's pretty fairly regular, standard kind of vibe. Yeti probably falls within the same camp. Now, I think the Yeti is a bit more chill. I'm gonna put him higher on the ranking than Bigfoot. I think the Yeti, because he's so snowy, he reminds me of those snowboarding kind of dudes, what's up, just chilling. So Yeti, I think, definitely ate the table scraps, but we chill. Now the Loch Ness Monster, this might be a controversial pick, but I really want to feed it. Look at that little fucking head. You just wanna take your sandwich and just, there you go, come eat my food. So I think Loch Ness Monster, he's on the I'll feed it category. Now, where do you guys think Mothman should go? Do we have any Mothman enjoyers in chat right now? Last time when we were speaking about the urban legends, we had a ton of Mothman stands coming through. And I definitely want to hear from you guys. Are there any more Mothman stands in chat tonight? Or were they an anomaly within themselves? The Mothman enjoyers just coming through out of nowhere. For now, I'm going to keep the Mothman there because I'm wondering where to put him. I think there's probably two places he can go, but which place, I'll leave it to you guys to decide a little bit as well. Figure it out and let me know in chat what you guys think. Where do you think Mothman goes in terms of the Chow ranking? We'll get back to it. Now the Flatwoods Monster, I think he probably ate it from within you. I don't like the Flatwoods Monster. That thing is very, very creepy. The fact that 5 or 6 people corroborated the same story word for word without any kind of pre-fucking planning or anything like that. It's just, oh no. Flatwoods Monster, I mean, look at those eyes. I know it's a small picture, a small image, but nah, I don't like that guy. So the it's at Hopkinsville Goblin. I don't know much about. So we'll move the Hopkins fucking goblin dude away. And now the Jersey Devil, like I said, the Jersey Devil reminds me of the Goatman. Now I think the Jersey Devil probably, he's a professional hamburglar. Now a lot of people say that the Jersey Devil is probably some sort of demon demon-esque kind of creature. But I think the Jersey Devil is just misunderstood. Now, he is definitely the kind of type that would like fucking eat the whole picnic basket out of you. But not from within you. He would go eat the picnic basket and leave you unbothered. It wouldn't be a vibe, but you won't have to worry too much. El Chupacabra, I probably want to say he stole from the picnic basket. He stole from the picnic basket for a fact. I don't think we chill. The fact that he sucks up all the goat blood and shit, nah, fuck the Chupacabra. I think he stole from the picnic basket. Now, the main Chupacabra, I would say he's a professional hamburglar. He fucking, nah, fam. He's not cool. We're not cool with one another. Skunk ape. Now, he has the name Skunk. Well, he has skunk in his name. I don't know. I think skunk ape probably ate it from within you. He probably ate it from within you. Oh, the Tokoloshe. We'll get to the Tokoloshe. He's on the ranking. So, where do you think the Tokoloshe is going to land? Do you think he's good? Do you think the Tokoloshe is like a vibe? Or would you feed the Tokoloshe with your bare hands? Do you think he might have, like, grabbed the table scraps? Did he steal from the picnic basket? Is he a professional hamburglar that stole the entire picnic basket and maybe your shoes as well? Or did he eat the food from within you? Tokoloshe got it 100%. Thanks, Danica. No. I think the Tokoloshe... We'll get to him. He's a little bit later on. But we'll get to him. So the Falk monster, one of those I'm not too familiar with. So we'll just put him to the bottom for now. We'll check how many there are that we're not familiar with, and we'll get back to them at some point. So the Ohio Grassman, I've heard about briefly, but I don't have enough evidence to say that he's gonna fuck with our food that much. Tokoloshe can't reach the top of the... Dude, he can't! Especially if you put the picnic table on paint cans, bro, or on coffee cans, or on bricks. He's fucked. So, we'll probably, when we get to him, we'll have to keep that in mind. Keep that in consideration for the ranking. So, Ohio Grassman, I think the Ohio Grassman, he's probably stolen from the picnic basket. He's not the type that would, fuck with you or anything like that, but he's definitely stealing the food. He's stealing the food, and I don't think we're chill. I mean, look at those cheeks. He's clapped up. We're not chill. I don't vibe with this fucker. The Pennsylvania white Bigfoot. Now, this looks like a banana from the thumbnail, guys. Like, honestly speaking, from where I'm staring, the little fucking pixelated image looks like a banana. So I think, because he's banana-esque, I'll feed it. I will feed the white Bigfoot. Old Yellow Top, I'm not too familiar with. I haven't heard much of him, so we'll put him at the bottom. Now, what the fuck is a wood booger? I have half an inkling to put wood booger in Ate the Table Scraps, but we chill. I think, based off of the vibes and the name alone, because it's fun to say wood booger, I'll let him chow, and I'll be chilled with him. I'll turn a blind eye. How does that sound? Okay? So, wood booger gets a pass from me. 100%. The Jacobs photographs looks like some kind of lycanthrope. Now, we're going to base this one off vibes alone as well. I don't fuck with this. I don't like this image. I don't like the fact that he's got Jacobs in the name, and that he's just a photograph. Google it first, bro. No, we can't Google this, because if we allow too many of them, their stories to permeate our mind, we're gonna get fucking overloaded by all this bullshit. So I'm gonna go with vibes alone on Jacob's photograph. I'm gonna say he stole from the picnic basket. He gives me a stole from the picnic basket kind of vibe. Is it Horny Island? The Honey Island Swamp Monster. Now, I've heard of swamp monsters. I'm not sure about the Honey Island Swamp Monster, but he looks kind of Bigfoot-esque. And I will also put him in the stole from the picnic basket category. Now, the Fresno night crawlers, for those of you who don't know, they are cute little pant men. They look like a torso-less pair of legs with some MC Hammer pants just dawdling about. coolest motherfucking things under the sun. Let's see if we can quickly... I want to pull up a video because I fuck with them heavy. Now, give me the real footage, guys. Come on. Gotta go to the real footage. Where are you, little Fresno Nightcrawler man? Come. I conjure thee. Ooh, he's coming. Is that him? No, that's just someone driving by. I don't see the Fresno Nightcrawler on the video. Is he just gonna pop up at the end? No, that was some BS, guys. Some bullshit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Little Pant Man. I love these guys. We'll have a little snacky poo while we check out the Pant Crawler Man. I mean, that's pretty fucking convincing, guys. So, based off vibes alone, I want to say the Fresno fucking Nightcrawlers are so goated. More goated than anyone can believe. But I also have a theory about them. Right? So my theory about the Fresno Nightcrawlers is that when you get abducted by the aliens, remember the alien episode we had a few weeks ago? When you get abducted by the aliens, the Fresno Nightcrawlers are actually what happens to your pants after you get abducted. When they start doing the anal probe, as these future archaeologists, they imbue sentience into your pants and then release them into the wild. That's why oftentimes after abductions, there are no pants on the abductees or the abducted. And that's what happens to the pants. They turn into Fresno Nightcrawlers. Now, I think they're so cute because they're little inanimate pants that are animate. And they also probably sentient of some kind. So, Fresno Nightcrawlers, I would let this thing fucking eat with me at table. I love the Fresno Nightcrawler. We fuck with him. I see the Goat Man down there. We have the Goat Man in my neck of the wood. Dude, fucking tell me more about that. I want to hear more about the Goat Man. Because my knowledge of the Goat Man is limited. I need to hear from people who have more knowledge about the Goat Man. The Goat Man is not in our area. As far as I've heard about some creepy goats, but never the Goat Man specifically. So I'd love to hear more about the Goat Man from you guys. Now, the Dover Demon, I mean, we can, because the Dover Demon's pretty, like, spoken about a lot. So we can check out the Dover Demon a little bit. It's a cryptid said to have been sighted in Dover, Massachusetts in April 1977. This creature is described as a small humanoid figure with large eyes, long limbs, and glowing eyes. It gives me kind of Flatwoods Monster vibes, although I don't think it's that disturbing. So I would say the Dover Demon probably stole from the picnic basket, guys. Dover Demon's the kind of guy that would reach in. He'd probably look for some kind of booze. If you have some wine, maybe he'd probably be very like particular towards a rosé, perhaps. If you have rosé or merlot, maybe some kind of reddish wine. He doesn't fuck with white wine. He's already white enough, so he looks like the type that would drink a dry red, or probably a natural sweet red. So Dover Demon, he definitely steal from the picnic basket. No questions about it. Did you hear about the Santon werewolf? I've not. No, actually, I have. I read an article about this a couple of years ago. I think it was in the Daily Mail or something like that. It was this werewolf sighting, and I also saw videos about it on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. But do tell me more. I'd love to hear more about the fucking Santon werewolf, my guy. What the hell? Uncle says they say it's like Chupacabra kinfolk, but a lot bigger and a lot older. He's said to be like 6 to 10 feet tall, rapes, kills, and then eats his victims. Dude, what the Okay. Now I gotta ask. Goatman? The size? We'll get to Goatman soon. Michigan Dogman, I've heard about a couple of Dogman sightings. I actually saw some Dogman videos last night. Now, most of the Dogman proof videos all look like it's just some guy in a dog mask or a wolf mask a la Creep, the found footage films. So I don't fuck with the Dogman that much. I was born in the year of the dog, so I don't think Dogman really, it resonates in the wrong direction for me. I think Dogman, probably professional hamburglar, probably professional, like, molester. I think Dogman as a molester confirmed. He'd probably hamburgle the shit out of your shit. Goat says, was warned about him when I was a kid and played out in the woods. A lot of hunters claim to have seen him where I grew up. Dude, what the fuck? Okay. That's hectic. That's some freaky deaky shit right there. What? Okay. So, please excuse me, just collecting my thoughts about this, but so you say that a lot of hunters have seen him. Have you ever had a personal visitation or unexplained experience with the Goatman? Maybe heard Goatman noises off in the distance or something like that? I'd love to know more about the Goatman. Like I said, not too familiar with it. Very interesting to hear these infos about it. Now, I have watched like a couple of videos about the Goatman back in the day, but from the sounds of it now, just making like a quick rough assessment, I always had the impression that the Goatman and Skinwalkers and the Wendigo were like very similar in size, in terms of the look. Probably the MO is also pretty similar between each other. So I'd love to hear more about how does the Goatman like match up to the other myths, that because I have a bit more familiarity with Skinwalkers and the Wendigo and stuff like that. Those are two of the cryptids that I'm way more invested in terms of knowledge base and research. I only know what I've been told personally. So let me know a little bit more about what you've been told. If you got the time, I'd love to hear about it. Otherwise, feel free to drop me a fucking email with your stories. I'd love to hear more about your tales and shit like that. You can email me at clearlycubbage@gmail.com. It is in the chat. It'll pop up in chat every now and then as well. So feel free to drop me a message, drop me a mail with some more about the story, dude. Fucking, I would love to do an episode on the Goatman then at some point, because I really, really fucking love cryptids. I'm pretty sure I've seen prairie devils IRL. Okay, so I've heard of prairie demons. I'm assuming they're pretty much the same thing. Why is prairie devils giving me river dinos and some kind of nomad love novel? The fuck? That's some freaky. Oh, okay. The little dinosaur dudes. Okay. What the fuck? I've never even heard of this prairie devil or river dino thing. I've seen like what's those fucking it's a lizard thing with this big fucking neck ruffle thing that it can pop up. I saw one of those at I think it was a zoo or some kind of reptile expo or something like that. There was this man from Australia that presented it to us. I was in school still. I think we went somewhere or they came to us in the school hall, but I have a vague memory that I saw one of those fucking ruffle-necked lizard motherfucks. Now, they are real, but yeah. So let's get into it again. Beast of Bray Road, giving me Dogman vibes, dude. I don't like the mugshot either. Fuck that guy. Mermaids! Nico, are you still in chat? I need to know, like, what's your take on the mermaids? Where's the mermaids chilling in this fucking ranking, guys? Because whatever picture they have for mermaids here is fucking cursed. And based off of that alone, I want to put it in aided from you inside, like aided from inside of you. But I don't know, man, because mermaids and sirens and water banshees and whatnot, all of these aquatic things can all get fucked. So if it was down to personal, I would say they can just go to the fucking bottom ranking. However, I do think there are probably some mermaid enjoyers in chat that would be very mad at me. So for now, I'm gonna put mermaids in aided from inside you. But I'd like to hear from chat as well. Let me know what you guys think. If you're a little against me saying mermaids are trashed here, just let me know. Now, Owlman I've heard about. I don't have a lot of info. The picture looks derp as fuck. I'm just gonna assume Owlman stole from the picnic basket, dude. He doesn't look too menacing, but I don't think he's in the chill camp. I don't want to be chilled with the Owlman. The Owlman's probably also like super quiet and silent type, so no, I don't fuck with that. However, this is my exception. Like, amphibians, I fuck with heavily. Even though they have the water aquatic type shit going on, I do like my amphibians. And the Loveland Frogman is... Fuck it, it's goated. It's goated. Loveland Frogman, goated. Confirmed, I don't want to hear any debates about it. If you guys have any issues with the Loveland Frogman being fucking in goated section, take it somewhere else, or it's there, okay? Chaos says, when I was younger, I used to go to a small place of bushes in Pretoria North, close to the dump, until someone told me about a hellhound in that small forest part. I found a lot of animal skulls. I stopped going there. Fuck, dude. Dude, what? Pretoria North side, you say? That's fucking hectic, dude. What? So a hellhound, like, when I'm hearing hellhound, I'm assuming like big ass black dog, scary as fuck, probably some kind of mutated pit bull variant, creepy fucking thing. Now, tell me a little bit more about this hellhound. I'd love to hear more about it, because I think the hellhound, although I don't think the hellhound is necessarily a cryptid, that's more a mythological. Maybe the hellhound could be some kind of dogman. That's possible. Now, Mantis Man, he's eating it from inside you. He's eating it from inside you 100%. No questions asked. Now, with Goatman being mentioned by Uncle Goat, like I said, I wanted to know what the length is, but based off of vibes alone, I don't vibe with this guy. I think he probably ate it inside you, and I'm gonna put him up here next to the Flatwood Monster. He's like on the top side of ate it from inside you. Lizard Man, I mean, that kind of looks like Godzilla, and I don't vibe with that. Ningen though, the Ningen, I'll feed it. That's a cute looking little motherfucker, dude. Like, the Ningen is a vibe. He's such a fucking little. Look at that little guy. Look at that little face. That's such a dude. That's such a trooper, man. Ningen, I'll feed it, man. I'll feed it. I'll let Ningen eat all the crumbs off my hand and lick it clean as well. I think Ningen is such a cool dude. Now the Thetis lake monster, once again, lake monsters, don't fuck with him. I'm gonna, based off of vibes alone, say he's a professional hamburglar. The Enfield horror, I heard some weird things about the Enfield horror, but it's giving me like extraterrestrial vibes as well. I think the Enfield horror is like at the top of the professional hamburglar style. The Grafton monster, I don't know too much, so we're gonna put it at the bottom. I'm not gonna search up every single one because, as you see, we have a ton to work through tonight. The Grunch Road monster, also haven't heard about, so we'll put him aside as well. Then we have the Mongolian deathworm. Now, what the fuck is the Mongolian deathworm? I've heard about it before, but I don't know how much I know about it. So let's search the Mongolian deathworm. The Mongolian deathworm's native name, Olgoi korkoi, means intestine worm due to its red, blood-like color and size, which is the size of an intestine. It has been described by many people as being from 2 to 7 feet long and having the ability to spit out a corrosive yellow saliva and to generate blasts of electricity. However, this latter power is thought of as being folkloric by the nomads of the Gobi. Now wait, is this thing fucking real? Last sighting unknown, first sighting 11th century. Creepy little fucking worm, dude. He's definitely eating it from inside you. I have no question about it. The Mokele Membe, or Mbembe, is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one from fucking Angola or some shit, or the Congo or some shit. Cute little fucking dinosaur dude. Dunbadan. That sounds like Dandadan. Dandadan. Now, I think the Mogele Membe is I'll feed it. He's such a cutie. I'll put the Pennsylvania Bigfoot a little lower. I think the cuties are in the feeding category. Champ, I mean, with a name like Champ, he's getting fed, bro. Champ's getting fed, and Kusi, you're going higher than Mkele Membe, but you're under Ningen. Loch Ness still top of the I'll feed it rank. Cressy sounds like budget Nessie, but I still think Cressy's kind of like a vibe. Morgwar? I mean, we're running through these aquatic reptile like plateosaurs and whatnot quite quickly, but I think they're also cute. However, the bear-like monster, fuck that thing. That thing can get screwed. That thing is like straight up nightmare fuel. No, I don't want that. The Oklahoma octopus. Now, like I said, I was chilling with Loki, and I was chilling with Kusi, and I was chilling with Mbembe. Champ and Morgwar as well, kind of vibe. Cressy even gets the pass. But the Oklahoma octopus, no, that thing's eating it from inside you. Dude, I'm imagining the tentacles going from like into your rectal cavity and then splitting you apart. That shit's, no, it's freaky deaky, bro. No. I don't want to do that. So, let's just check here, make sure everyone's happy. Happy birthday. Yeah, we were actually at the amusement park today, and we were celebrating my significant other's cousin's birthday. So it was such a vibe. Fiscal cranky, tired of streaming to 0. Let's change that. No, thank you. It's all chill though. Such a vibe. Good vibes, good times. Where was that posted? Was that posted on Kick? Let's just quickly check Kick here. Oh, I got a fucking cramp in my back. What the hell? Just delete that on Kick as well. Alright. So the Dobhar Chu, that looks like a shark. No, that'll eat it from inside me. The Beast of Gevwadon. Now, I've heard accounts that the Beast of Gevwadon, I can't pronounce the name properly, but I've heard that this possibly did exist, and it was not a very pleasant creature, but I think it's still like, it's chilling, so I'm gonna put it in the stole from the picnic basket ranking. I think that's fair. The Mngwa... Mngwa? How the fuck do you pronounce What? No. Although it looks like a cat, I'm gonna feed the kitty. The Nandi bear, I think it ate the table scraps, but we chill. Like, keep your distance. Not as cool as the wood booger, but it's okay. The beast of Bladenborough, nah, 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 fam. Professional hamburger, that thing's not only eating the picnic basket, it's eating your shoes, it's eating your fucking your socks, your insoles, probably your ankles too. No, that thing doesn't look good. Phantom big cats, feed the kitty. Beast of Bodmanmoor, still kind of looks like a kitty. We're gonna keep on feeding the kitty. I will bump the Bigfoot down a little bit more. He does still look like a banana though, so he will stay there for now, but we might change this ranking up and take him over to the table scrap side. The more I'm thinking about it. The Beast of Exmoor, a bit bigger of a cat. I will put it here. Like, cheetah size, probably fine. That thing looks like a fucking tank. A bit too big for my liking. Gorp. Now, off the name alone, vibes alone, I think Gorp's hitting high. But I'd like to search up the Gorp first and just make sure. What the fuck is that? What the hell even is that, guys? Gorp is a creature, possibly a ground sloth, which was stumbled upon in the American Ozark Mountains by a 4chan user. And we do know that the CIA and the FBI use 4chan as a PSYOP breeding device. What the fuck is a Gorp? Now, the Gorp does not look the same here and there, but that's giving me like terrible Zoidberg vibes. I don't want to see this thing chasing me down at a picnic, to be fair. I'm putting it in the hamburglar section. Ringdocus does look like some kind of manged out dog. I'll put it just under the mange chupa. Then we got the Andean wolf. Probably under professional hamburglar. We got the Deloise ape. I don't like that. That's a fugly looking thing. I'm gonna put it in the professional hamburglar section. Orange coatie. I'll feed it. I'll feed it. That's a cute little motherfucker. The tailed slow loris looks like a little slothy sloth. We're definitely gonna feed that. The water elephant also. It will be fed. It will be fed. What the hell is the Lotulang? It looks like a fucking scruffy donkey, like some sort of anorexic donker. I don't know if I'm like on the stole from the picnic basket side or on the ate the table scrap side, but I'm thinking we're chill. I'm thinking we're chill. Giant spiders, however, no, I don't want to see that. The Kasai Rex, as I think the Kasai Rex is one of those. Is it West African, East African cryptids? It's like a T-Rex that chills out in the Congo or some shit like that. Now, I don't like the animals that much in terms of the Congo side of things. Let's just zoom this out a little bit so it's easier to get everything in one picture. So for Kasai Rex, I'm not too keen on the reptile things that much. So let's go with stolen from the picnic basket. You really should Google half of the stuff you're reading, bro. No, we're going on vibes tonight, man. We're going on vibes. I mean, if you were to see an unidentified cryptid creature from across the field, do you have enough time to research it up? Or are you too busy, like, getting your fucking picnic stolen? That's the question I have. So the giant Congo snake. So the giant Congo snake is, of course, a giant snake in the Congo, and there's actually reports of a flight pilot from like a very very well accoladed flight pilot that mentioned that he saw the snake and it came so close to his airplane that it almost touched the airplane and they were flying quite high up. So I think there's a lot of merit to it. But I think the giant Congo snake, like I said, reptile thing, I'll put it in the stall from the picnic basket section. The Nguma Monene, I will put this closer to the African stuff. Because you'll see we have a couple of African things here at the bottom as well that we'll get to. Now, the giant dragonfish. Let's take your advice, Chaos. Giant dragonfish. This fish was only observed one time from a bathysphere by a man named William Beebe on November 22nd, 1932 off the coast of Bermuda. It looked much like a giant dragonfish. It was named Bathysphaera intacta. Now, I don't fuck with deep sea creatures, so it's eating it from inside of me. And then what's this? The pallet sailfin. Let's check this one out as well. The pallet sailfin is one of Beebe's abyssal fishes. It is a torpedo-shaped fish, about 2 feet in length. Beebe saw this cryptid between 1,500 and 2,100 feet near Bermuda's Nonsuch Island. He could identify millions of photophosphors, but no dorsal or pectoral fins. Interesting. Now, what's Beebe's abyssal fishes? We're going down the rabbit hole here, guys. Beebe's abyssal fishes. The word fishes indicate a different species in biology, different from the plural fish, are deep-sea fish observed by William Beebe in a bathysphere in the North Atlantic Ocean off Nonsuch Island, Bermuda. And they've never been seen since. Now, of course, when it comes to the deep-sea stuff, I have an inkling to believe that all of them are real. Yo, someone fucking dropped a follow. Let's quickly check it out. Who dropped the follow? There's so many fucking tabs open, guys. What the hell? Give me a second. Hiya, Thompson. Bro, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a believer. Namaste. Alright, so for pallet, like I said, I don't fuck with this deep sea creature shit. So I'm putting that shit in aided from inside you. Same with the constellation fish. Although the constellation fish, I've heard some things about the constellation fish being possibly real. So I don't know. The abyssal rainbow gar? No, fuck that. I don't want to talk about gars. And now it's getting so difficult to fucking read. So we're just gonna zoom him in again. So the 3-starred anglerfish. Of course, anglerfish going into the aided from inside you. The deep star 4,000 fish. Why are there so many fish on this fucking list, guys? What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna put the fishes away. I don't want to talk about all the fish, because fish fuck with me in the wrong way. I will, however, talk about the deep sea spider, because I have seen some of those very large crabs. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the very fucking huge crabs, but I've seen something that resembles this image, and I'm not too comfortable with it. I do think it will probably not eat it from inside me. It is probably a very chilled guy, but I do think it's a professional hamburger, and it will be probably stealing all of the fucking salty cracks and saltines and fucking salty cookies from the picnic basket. No, I don't fuck with deep sea spider, but I don't think he's like ate it from inside you level bad. Gwyneth Paltrow's Pantry's blob, or whatever the fuck. Off of vibes alone, I'll say probably chill. It kind of it's a blob, you know. It's just fucking. The long-necked seal. Now, seals are disgusting creatures, and they smell terrible. But same could be said about me. So, I think with that in mind, the long-necked seal will probably They'll probably be stealing from the picnic basket, but without too many issues. I think we can move the Congo snake up a little bit. I think the Congo snake is probably not as bad as the grassman on the Jacobs photograph. So let's put that there. The ropen just looks like a giant pterodactyl. So I'm gonna say, although like if it's a pterosaur or pterosaurus or whatever you want to call it, I don't fuck with it as much as just a normal pterodactyl. So I'll just put it there. Now the snallygaster, and I'm gonna check the snallygaster out because that picture looks fucking unhinged. What is the snallygaster? It's not to be confused with the snollygoster. The snallygaster is a mythical dragon-like beast said to inhabit the hills surrounding Washington and Frederick counties, Maryland. It was described as making screeches like a locomotive whistle. It's a beast with enormous wings, a long pointed bill, claws like steel hooks, and an eye in the center of its forehead. So, cyclopean thing. I don't know, it's giving me kind of chills. It's kind of giving me chills. It also occasionally has octopus-like tentacles. Half reptile, half bird, with a metallic beak lined with razor-sharp teeth. What? Apparently there was a lot of appearances. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one, guys. I think it's probably fucking chowing you from the innards, bro. The Van Meter visor, or visitor, once again looks like kind of a pterodactyl. Let's check this out. Sketch made by a witness. That looks fucking weird. 121 years ago, a strange creature was said to have paid a visit to the small town of Van Meter in Iowa. The strange events occurred in October of 1903. Several respected members of the community told of a mysterious winged creature that terrorized some of the town's residents during several nights in the course of the week. Descriptions of the beast suggested that it had large bat-like wings, left a terrible stench wherever it went, and even stranger, it fired beams of bright light from its forehead. The fuck? They tried shooting at it, but it didn't do anything. Off of vibes alone, I think the Van Meter visitor is kind of chill. I think it's kind of chill. Raccoon, my guy, this seems like a really good prank. What kind of prank you talking about, bro? Fucking like setting up a Van Meter visitor, or creating our own cryptid and telling the local paper about it. I think we can figure something out. Thanks for popping in the chat, bro. Really appreciate it. Giant condor. Let's check this out. It is giving me results about the Thunderbird. I don't really like the big bird things. I'll probably rank it at the same rate as the ropen. It's so goofy, No, dude, I think like if you're referring to the Van Meter visitor, I mean the fact that it's shooting laser beams from its head gives me kind of Scientology vibes. And of course we all know the Scientologists control Big Pharma. So I don't want to get into that too deeply. But let's continue. So the Wolpertinger is basically just an upgraded jackalope. But we have to check out the jackalope series. So the Wolpertinger, we will quickly give it a look. It looks like a unicorn version of the jackalope. They say jackrabbit-like. The Wolpertinger is a creature said to inhabit the alpine forests of Bavaria in Germany. That's where the beer is made. You wonder why Bavaria beer tastes so bad? It's because the people who make it have to deal with this fucking thing pissing around in their fucking in their vat rooms and stuff like that. Wood, bro. Would you put that thing? Nah, dude, no. Yeah, we're making a tripid. What do you mean we're making a trip? Making a goofy R prank, bro. Goofy R prank. It has a body comprised of various animal parts, generally wings, antlers, tails, and fangs, all attached to the body of a small mammal. The most widespread description is that of a horned rabbit or a horned squirrel. Okay, so there's different types of Wolpertingers. You can even get a wow pet that is a Wolpertinger. Wolpertinger, I don't know. I think Wolpertinger will probably eat the table scraps, but we chill. I ain't feeding that thing, though, because of this picture alone, I know it's a small picture, I'm sorry, guys, but those teeth look like it'll give me a nasty bite. However, the jackalope. Come on. Don't be fucking wild. The jackalope or the antella rabbit, or the antellabit, also known as the warrior rabbit, is a mythical animal of North American folklore, also known as the Lepus temperamentalis. Got a little bit of a temper there. Yeah, jackalope is in danger. You're goddamn right. Now, the jackalope actually has been proven recently to be real. I'm just gonna cover my little feetsies because it's getting cooler by the minute. So, the jackalope has been proven to be real, based off of scientific proof that said that the jackalope actually is just a rabbit with a fungal-like growth on the top of its head that gives it these antler-like appearances. Now, are we fucking with the jackalope enough to say that we'd feed it? Probably, yeah. I would feed a jackalope. As long as the jackalope isn't like Monty Python style white rabbit, I think we're fine. I think we're chill, guys. The dingbat, however, I need to fucking go into the dingbat a little bit because I've heard about the dingbat before and I've forgotten about it entirely. And then I saw this and I was like, I remember this little fuck from somewhere. So let's just quickly check in that. Raccoon, show feet or you're a part of the dead internet. Feet pics cost extra, bro. Feet pics cost extra. So if you want to check out some feet pics out, drop me a follow, a sub, a like. Let's get myself to affiliate so we can start getting tips. If you guys tip me enough, I will share the feet pics, guys. I promise I'll share the feet pics. I don't mind sharing the feet pics, but I need to get something out of it, guys. I ain't doing feet pics for free. I'll do like a bathing suit stream, a hot tub stream, where I'll censor my feet, and every time you guys pay, I will uncensor the feet. Okay, how does that sound? Does that sound good, chat? Does that sound like you're saying W farm? Yeah, I'm farming fucking clout and aura with my feet pics, guys. You gotta see this shit. It's like the best feat you'll ever see. So the dingbat is a fearsome critter from the tales of lumberjacks of North America from the 19th and early 20th centuries, particularly in the area of Rice Lake, Wisconsin. The most well-known specimen was put on display at the Friendly Buckhorn Tavern in the 1950s. Now he does look like a little goober. I do kind of fuck with him. But they say he's fearsome. So let's just read the description a little bit more. The dingbat is described as a large bat or bird-like creature with a short feathered body, large wings, and short deer-like antlers on its head. It's also described as resembling a very fast owl. To quote the tavern's postcard, the dingbat is a very unusual flying animal. It whinnies like a horse and lives on a diet of gasoline seasoned with bullets. This dingbat was captured by the local chapter of Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Deer Hunters and is on display at the Friendly Buckhorn. It is one of many strange creatures native to the area near Rice Lake. The dingbat had the unique ability to eat bullets in mid-air and was known for pranking hunters by drinking gasoline out of their cars and stealing their ammunition. Guys, why does the dingbat kind of sound like a fucking Tsotsi? You know, taking advantage from you while you're busy camping? He eats them dude, like, he eats the bullets mid-air. He just, gobbles them up. That's fucking sick, yeah, dude. I'm more bothered by the drinking of the gasoline out of the cars and stealing the ammo, bro. That shit, that does not slap. That does not slap. I think Dingbat, he's a professional hamburglar. Not as bad as Maine's Chupa, but he's definitely up there, bro. He will definitely, he'll swoop down, he'll eat two of your kids, and probably the whole picnic basket, fucking little throw rug and everything included. Like the little blanket you throw out and everything included. He'll just one go, everything fucking gone. So then the fur-bearing trout. Now I read up about the fur-bearing trout a little bit, but we can check him out a little bit more. Now, the fur-bearing trout, also known as the beaver trout or furry fish, possesses thick coats of fur or hair that help to keep them warm in the cold northern waters where they are said to have lived. I think it's a fish that just doesn't know how to fucking shave, dude. Bro could shit on your shoulder before you blink. Dude, Dingbat came, went, fucked your ass, and just fucking dipped, bro. Like, you never saw it coming. You just have a sore ass afterwards. Fur-bearing trout, not necessarily something I'm too scared of. I'll probably let him eat the table scraps. We chill. He just needs to learn how to shave. The hide behind. Now, I've heard about the hide behind. Let's just check what they say about the hide behind. Furry fish, dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, the hide behind, I actually saw a lot of videos come up about the hide behind a couple of months ago, probably a year or so ago. It was very popular on TikTok. And they say it's very much like a Skinwalker-esque kind of creature. It peeks from around the trees. So let's just read up about it a little bit more. It's said to prey upon humans that wander the woods at night and was credited for the disappearances of early colonial loggers when they failed to return to camp. Early accounts describe hidebehinds as large, powerful animals, despite the fact that no one is ever able to see them. As its name suggests, the hidebehind is noted for its ability to conceal itself. When an observer attempts to look directly at it, the creature quickly hides behind an object or the observer so that it can't be directly seen. The hidebehind uses this ability to stalk human prey without being observed and to attack without warning. Once the person is killed, the hidebehind drags the person back to their lair to be eaten. Now, what I've heard about the hidebehind as well is that you will often get small peaks of the hidebehind around trees, and the hidebehind also has shape-shifting properties. So I would be very cautious about the hidebehind. I don't think the hidebehind is eating it from inside you, but he's definitely he's a pro. He's a pro. He's more of a pro than the main Chupa, 100%. The hoop snake, just because it's cool, I will say it stole from the picnic basket. I don't think we chill though. Just saying the hoop snake or Ouroboros, the mini Oreo, we kind of, we're not fucking with each other. Just give me a second, guys. I'll BRB. Like, literally a fucking, like, 2-3 seconds. I come bearing a cat. All hail the pussy. Woo! Hello, Milky. Hello. My cat was fucking scratching at the door to be let in, and now she doesn't even want to fuck with me. She doesn't even want to fucking vibe with me, bro. Wild. And that brings us on to the cactus cat. What the fuck is a cactus cat? The cactus cat, Cactophelinus inebrius, is a mythical creature and fearsome critter that's been reported on the American Southwest. It's described as a bobcat-like animal with thorn-like fur, sharp bones protruding from its front legs, and a branched tail. The cactus cat has been sighted in the northwestern desert, in states such as California, Nevada, and New Mexico, with a few sightings in Colorado. Um, I mean, it is a kitty, although it's spiny. Do I fuck with it? Do I want to feed it? No, I think Cactus Cat's eating from the table. He's eating scraps, but we chill. We chill. I think we're more chill with him than the Van Meter visitor, and the furry trout. You know the things cats do when they rub their head on your leg? Imagine. Now, when the cat's like kneading, like making biscuits, um, on your chest, imagine that thing does that shit. No. Hey, here's Chuchinoko. Let's read up about Tsuchinoko, bro. So Chuchinoko is a little snake motherfucker, meaning dirt child or child of hammer. The snake-like cryptid from the mountainous regions of western Japan. They've been reported in all regions except Okinawa and Hokkaido, i.e., throughout Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. Kyushu. One theory is that Iwate and Akita prefectures are the northern limits and that they are not found in Amur Prefecture. Okay, whatever about the fucking geography shit. I want to hear about the. Oh, that looks like a buddy, bro. That looks like a dude. That looks like a vibe. That's such a cute little motherfucker. I like that. I like that. Okay, I don't have to read the rest. I think Toots, he's getting fed, bro. He's getting fed. But where is he getting fed though? Is he getting fed like more than the water elephant? Probably. Toots is getting like he's Ningen levels of getting fed. I think that's my opinion. Now the next one I don't like because I'm fucking terrified, but that's the knot deer. Let's just read chat before we get into the knot deer. Raccoon says, if I lived in rural Japan, I'd be a shrine priest for a Tsuchinoko for. Yeah. Dude, Tsuchinoko, you know what? Is Tsuchinoko. Is he goaded? I don't know if Tsuchinoko is goaded, though. Because personally, I don't think he's above Ningen. Like, Ningen is fucking vibes. I would rather goat Ningen than Toots. Just saying. But I don't know for a fact, guys. Hmm. He's not goaded, but he's precious. Yeah, that is the facts. That's the facts. I think not deer. We're gonna fucking not beat around the bush. Not deer. Not a good fucking time. Nobody's happy when they're around. Not deer. They're goatman levels of they ate it from inside of you. They definitely stole your food from your stomach. No, I don't fuck with not deers. Giant sharks. I'm not saying much. They're just going in there. I don't give a fuck. If you guys have any problems with that, we'll put Jogly's fucking whale there as well. Fuck all these sea creatures. Why do we have so many sea creatures? It's a fuck up. Straps for the not deer. Yeah, no. Dude, not deer will not only eat your stomach contents, they'll eat your intestine as some sort of fucked up sausage and then enjoy your blood as a nice, refreshing fucking Kool-Aid. Bro, no. Not deer? I ain't fucking with that. Is it as bad as Goatman? I don't know. I think Flatwoods Monster also takes the cake. In fact, I want to move Flatwoods Monster down one and put Goatman on top. Not deer. Those three feeling vibes. Snallygaster, I think we're fine where he is right now. But Skunk Ape, Mermaids, those two I'm still open on. But the shark fuckers, they can all get screwed. They can all get fucked. Okay? Giant jellyfish. Just because it's so blobby, I think it's just like hamburgling. It's just a vibing. It's like wop wop, but I don't want it near me, and I don't want it to just. I don't think it's just gonna steal fucking from the picnic basket. It's taking everything with it. If it does fuck out. Not like existential threat, but it's definitely not in the vibe range, if that makes sense. Stellar Sea Ape kind of looks derp. I'm gonna put this one down. I don't wanna rate him. The Corfu Island creature. What the fuck is the Corfu Island creature? Now, this is something I've never heard of. The Corfu Island creature. Skunk ape is a smelly Bigfoot. No. They say it's a smelly Bigfoot. I disagree. I don't think it's a smelly Bigfoot. I think it's a fucking demon. It's a hairy, stinky demon that gets misconstrued and confused for Bigfoot. Or mistaken for Bigfoot, but no. Why does that thing look like a fucking weird hippo thing? Or a boat bumper, they say. Is it a boat bumper? There is an artist's rendition. I think based off this image alone, I think it should be fed. But I don't know. The Corfu Island creature, also called Grecian dolphin, is a strange mutated dolphin-like animal sighted twice off the coast of Greece by tourists. The picture was posted on Twitter and caused big discussions, calling on some cryptozoologists. Many theories abound, one saying a hoax, another a mutated dolphin from nuclear waste, another one said it was an alien. Some people suggested that it was some type of pikefish or long-snout manatee or dugong. It highly resembled the Zeuglodon's ancestors, Ambulocetus. Fucking say Ambulocetus 10 times fast. That reminds me of the Morphovalus titanium. God, I love saying that. The creature was later determined to be a plastic freeboard fender. Okay, so it isn't a fucking creature. What? Corfu creature is it like a hoax? I don't know. You decide. Some 5-year-old drew that. Yeah, dude, that sounds about fucking right. The sawtooth dolphin. I'm gonna look into this real quick, but I already know where I'm putting it. I think you guys are kind of getting the vibe of the aquatic fuckers. But let's check here. The sawtooth dolphin. I don't even have anything on it, bro. But I will definitely put this at the bottom of Ate It From Inside You, because that's fucked. The rhinoceros dolphin. They actually have something on that. So the rhinoceros dolphin is an unrecognized species of dolphin said to have 2 dorsal fins. The species was first described by Jean-Rien Coy and Joseph Gaimard, who in 1824 spotted a pod of the dolphins while sailing from the Sandwich Islands, now Hawaii, to New South Wales, Australia. So they haven't been seen since 1819. I don't know, dolphins are kind of okay. Not sawtoothy. Do I fuck with aquatic animals? You guys know what the fucking answer is going to be. No. The Hook Island sea monster. I've heard about this one. Tadpole creature is the name given to a 90-foot sea monster. It's got a gaping mouth with small teeth and eyes placed on top of its head. No. No, I don't want to fuck with that. The bloop, however, I don't know if the bloop can eat you. I can only assume. But if the bloop isn't... Because they say the bloop is just some fucking tectonic shift or some shit like that. So if the bloop isn't a fucking deep sea abyssal colossal fucking beast or creature or creature, right? Then I don't think it can eat you. But if it is, it's not eating the food from inside of you. It's eating you entirely. Based on that hypothesis alone, I will choose to not rate the bloop. Same with the Corfu Island creature. I think they're not creatures, per se. Sea serpents, there are a lot of them. I'm not going to rate that. I think we've rated the long neck already. or a similar creature to the long neck. So no, I'm not going to rate the long neck. Mer horse. The mer horse. I've heard bad things about mer horses, but what I've also heard about mer horses is that they are actually just manatees or dolphins that are mistaken. So, I mean, mer horses are more likely to be like stealing from the picnic basket, to be fair. I don't think mer horses are, hamburger level. They're definitely not eating it from inside. That's for a fact. That's a lot of sperm. Yeah, dude. The Hook Island sea monster does look like a spermy fellow, for a fact. Then the many-finned sea serpent. Let's check out the many-finned sea serpent. Anything on that? No. There's a high-finned sperm whale. That's interesting, I suppose. But no, then we won't rate the many-finned. The many-humped sea serpent. Who humped the sea serpent many times? I wonder. I think just because he's gone through a lot of trauma, we'll probably put him in the stall from the picnic basket section. We're not chill, but I'll give him like a somewhat of a pass. I'll put him here. I think he's fine there. Dover Demon can actually go up a little bit. sperm wale. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bite of my bar one chocolate here. Because I'm vibing. We're doing the mukbang vibes tonight, guys. Mukbang stream when? Is the question I hear some people asking. I don't fucking know yet. So the super otter. Mirror image of a sun piker. Well, thank you. I take that as an insult. Wait, what is this thing? The super otter. What the fuck? It doesn't look like an otter. Let's check out the super otter. Once again, doesn't have anything on it. We'll move the super otter down as well. Just move some of these up real quick. I see one of the ones I wanted to discuss was already on the list, so we'll at least be able to get to it. Super eel. Now, wondering, super eel, because it has super in the name, I'm inclined to believe it's a bit cooler than the rest. Probably stole from the picnic basket off of like gut feeling. I don't even want to search up the super eel because all I'm thinking of when I hear eels are like stewed eels from the fucking UK. So, interesting. What's a marine saurian? So, the marine saurian is a type of sea serpent identified by Heuvelmans, often likened to a crocodile or an alligator, but typically larger and reported from the open ocean, well beyond the range of the saltwater crocodile. Yeah, it's just a dino, dude. I don't like. There are so many of these creatures that are just the same thing that I'm kind of inclined to believe that they're probably the same thing. Now, is the saurian as cool as Morgwar or Champ Cussy? No. Is he gonna like? I think he's just stealing. He's not professional. He's just like kind of like a no name. Although father of all turtles, that sounds amazing. I need to know more about father of all turtles. He's the lame cousin. Father of all turtles is part of the TMNT OC, so that's interesting to note. I don't know what they mean with the father of all turtles. It's just a picture again. So we're gonna fucking give him a little skippy-roo, a little skippy-whippy. Yellow Belly looks like a cute little guy though. What the fuck is Yellow Belly? Once again, we got these weird ones, but this one I will rate because of vibes alone. I think Yellow Belly, although he kind of looks aquatic, I'll feed it, bro. I'll feed him more than banana fucking Bigfoot, bro. I'll feed him 10 times out of 10. He's the lame cousin, yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. Fucking Marine Saurian looks like that fucking unwanted motherfucker. He's the not the black sheep. He's like the shitty fucking. He's the gecko of the reptile fucking aquats, bro. Marvin the monster. What the fuck is Marvin the monster? Marvin the monster. What is Marvin the monster? What the fuck? The underwater robot Mobot, designed by the Shell Oil Company to scan the seafloor for oil deposits, followed an invertebrate sea serpent nicknamed Marvin. During the 1960s, the place and year is given as either Oregon or Santa Barbara, but a Californian press account exists from November 1962, alleging that the animal had been filmed around a month previously. Mobot's operations, watching the footage live from the drilling ship Eureka, estimated that the creature was 15 feet in length, of 4 meters, but only 15 centimeters in diameter, and described it as moving with a distinctive corkscrew or spiral motion. Stills from the footage show that the animal was wound by the ridges. Who the fuck is messaging me? Just give me a sec. Is that fucking getting notifications from Bolt here, guys? Telling me I need to fucking book a ride. Why now? I'm probably noticing that SABC's hot on my tails. And that's not good. So, yeah, geckos are at least cute. I do have to say that the Saurian, not as cute. So, fair. It's fair to say that. So, it's probably mad of me or oh, pardon me, mean of me to fucking say that. But yeah, I think Marvin, although he's a deep sea creature, and we've now previously established that I don't fuck with them, because he's such a thin little fucky and just vibing, I want to say he's the closest thing to a tapeworm on this list, apart from the Mongolian deathworm. I think we can probably rate him on 8 the table scraps where we chill. I think we chill with Marvin. Guys, to be fair, Marvin sounds like a fucking 5. Let's go over to the U-28 sea creature now. This one just looks like a crocodile. I think this is going to be such an anticlimax. But let's check. Let's see. No, nothing. Yeah. Once again, one of those fucking bullshitty fucking creature. Now, the St. Augustine monster. Isn't that some washed up thing? St. Augustine monster was a cryptid carcass discovered in 1896 on Anastasia Island in Florida that was later washed ashore on Crescent Beach in St. Augustine, Florida. The carcass was initially believed by scientist A.E. Verrill to have been part of a giant octopus, which the scientists in question gave the scientific name Octopus giganteus. However, samples taken from the creature were later revealed that the octopus was actually a mass of whale blubber, likely from a sperm whale. Okay. I think I've read up about this before, because this rings a bell to me. Just because it's whale blubber, I'm not going to rate it. I think fuck that. Now, Trunco, for our South African viewers, is actually from Margate. It's also a washed-up creature. So, Trunco is the nickname for an animal reportedly sighted in Margate, South Africa, on October 25, 1924. According to an article entitled Fish Like a Polar Bear, published in the December 27, 1924 edition of London's Daily Mail. The animal was reputedly first seen off the coast battling two killer whales, which fought the unusual creature for 3 hours. It used its tail to attack the whales and reportedly lifted itself out of the water by about 20 feet. That thing's breaching, dude. That thing's breaching. The creature repeatedly washed up on Margate Beach, but despite being there for 10 days, no scientist ever investigated the carcass while it was beached. So no reliable description has been published. And until September 2010, it was assumed that no photographs of it have ever been published. Now there's a supposed image. Some people who have never been identified were reported to have described the animal as possessing snowy white fur, an elephantine trunk, a lobster-like tail, and a carcass devoid of blood while it was beached. The animal was measured by beachgoers and turned out to be 14 meters in length and 3 meters wide, 1.5 meters high, with the trunk length being 1.5 meters and the trunk's diameter being 36 centimeters, the tail being 3 meters and the fur being 20 centimeters long. That thing was growing out a mullet, guys. Washed up mammoth mummy? I don't know. You decide. The trunk was said to be attached directly to the animal's torso, as no head was visible on the carcass. For this feature, the animal was dubbed Trunko by British cryptozoologist Carl Schucker in his 1996 book, The Unexplained. Now, I know Trunko is a deep-sea creature. We have an established pattern. However, my South African boy, is he goated? I wonder. I really don't want to put a water creature in goated, but I'm inclined to do so. Out of sheer pride alone. I don't know. What do you guys in chat think? What do you guys think about Trunko? Do you think Trunko was goated enough to deserve a spot in goated? You thinking scraps? Interesting, Chaos. Interesting. Very interesting to say the least. It's chill. Okay. I think Trunko's chill, but I think Trunko is not as chill as Bigfoot. If he's chill, he's not as chill as Bigfoot. I still think Wood Booger, just because of the name alone. I'm not going to research this guy. If you guys want to know about more about Wood Booger, let me know. Maybe send me a message, a DM or something like that, and I will search up and do an episode about Wood Booger alone. Bigfoot the chillest? No, I think Yeti's more chill though. I think Yeti's more chill because Yeti is like snowboarding kind of dude. Bigfoot, big ape dude, sure. I think Yeti's like he's the chillest of them all. But I could be wrong because I do know that people have reported Yeti attacks. Yeti's kind of scary. I disagree. We'll shuffle up the rankings a little bit later on and go over everything again, just real quick to make sure we're happy with where the rankings are. We still have a couple more creatures, a little more creats to go. We will skip over some of them. The Zayu Maru carcass. It looks like a dragon thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the Zayu Maru carcass. Let me see if I can fucking spell this thing right. Fuck, what the... I mean, I don't fuck with that thing, for a fact. They say it's some kind of... Yeah, some kind of fucking basking shark carcass. They also suppose it might be a water creature of some kind. I'm firmly in the fact that it's a shark thing. I don't fuck with sharks. I don't think it's ate you from inside, but it's definitely Hamburglar vibes. It's giving me Hamburglar. Moore's Beach monster, I think, was a dolphin or some shit. Moore's Beach was a cryptid carcass discovered in 1925 on Moore's Beach. It's described by witnesses as having a large head with a beak-like mouth and tiny eyes. Some witnesses even described the creature as having feathers, fur, elephantine skin, legs, and even toenails. However, the identity of this creature was quickly found to be a Baird's-beaked whale, a creature known for being the identity of many globsters, as the creature's skull was collected and determined to belong to said species. That thing's fugly. You say this is goated? This fucking thing is goated? No, dude, it's a fucking whale, bro. It's a water creature. I'd say we chill. I say we chill. Like probably chill or like very high up in the stole from the picnic basket vibes. I think it's like roundabout here, like many humped serpent vibes, in my opinion, or at like the bottom of table scraps. That's my opinion on it. So I'm gonna put it in stole. If I can get enough people to say in chat, nah, it's chill, we can move it into chill. But goated, it ain't. It ain't. Gambo though, cool name. I think Gambo, just because it sounds like Gumbo or Rambo. Let's check Gambo out a little bit. Gambo looks like a fucking crocodile did some very nasty things to a fucking dolphin. Um, the carcass of an unidentified large marine animal that was reportedly washed up Bungalow Beach in the Gambia. Um, I think it's also just some fucking dolphin thing. A big platypus. Barry? Barry the platypus? No, I think Gambo is probably chill. Gambo is more chill than Moore's Beach monster. Fuck that ugly thing. That thing gives me Eraserhead vibes. I'll put Gambo in chillin'. I think, is he as chill as Marvin the monster? Yeah, probably a bit more chill. He's probably, but I don't think he's higher up than. Okay, we can probably move him up above fur-bearing trout. Okay, he can go up a little. He can go up a little bit. You convinced me now. What's the strong say beast? Because that thing looks so fucking weird. Stronsay beast. The Stronsay beast was a large carcass that washed the shore on the island of Stronsay. Uh, yeah, it's just a basking shark corpse again, or something similar to the to that fucking Zuimaru carcass. I convinced myself. Yeah, I convinced myself that Gambo is actually a bit of a critter. He's a bit of a goofball, bit of a vibe, I must say. So let's check out. I think Stronzo Beast will probably be on the same range. Now the Montauk monster is actually. Let me check if I can spell it from memory. No, I clearly fucking can't. Montauk. I was close. The Montauk monster. Now this little critter is fugly. Now, I firmly believe that this is a chicken body. This is the body of a chicken. That tail thing, I don't know what it is. They took a. Is it like maybe some fucked up scruffy parrot head? Clearly they tied something to its front legs, its wings. I mean, here's a. Is this another picture of the same beast? They say it's a decomposing. Is that a raccoon? The raccoon skull with missing teeth. Yeah, probably. I don't know. This looks like one of those amalgam cryptids. It's like, is it a cryptid? Is it a fucking hoax? I don't know. I've only seen this picture. I've never seen this one. Now, this one looks to me like there's some hoaxy things going on. Like it looks like there's a seam here. I don't want to be a non-believer because I believe in a lot of these, but because it has some aquatic vibes going, I don't want to give it any benefit of the doubt. But like, look at that fucking seam over there. There's clearly something going on there. There's also potentially some tomfoolery going on. There's some fuckery about. So I think the Montauk, it's definitely fucking stealing from the picnic basket. But how high? I think it's higher than Moore's Beach Monster, definitely. Now, we're getting into the aerial phenomena or aerial cryptids. Now, I still have Mothman chilling here, awaiting its proper placing. I will put Mothman a little bit to the back, so we can think about Mothman a little bit more. We've been hovering over Mothman, and just I think he just needs to chill the fuck out, chillax. All right. I think now's a good time. Check in on you guys. How you guys doing? Are you guys vibing? Got some snacks? Chilling? I mean, it's already fucking past 8. This is probably going to be my longest stream I've done so far. We started streaming at 5:30. And yeah, we I think we still have quite a couple to go, but we're getting to the end of the ranking. Let's take a look at what we have so far. Jeez, our list is fucking huge, guys. I can barely fit it onto one screen. We have quite a selection. Of course, Goated not being as populated, but strangely enough, not a lot of scrap eaters, not a lot of chill guys, you know, which is odd. I didn't expect to see so many ate it from inside you guys, and I also didn't expect to see so many professional hamburglers, to be fair. But yeah, Raccoon saying he has too much aura, chilling, have food on the way. Sweet dude, what did you order a takeout or some shit? Did you grab some Uber Eats or Mr. D or something like that? What'd you order, man? Love to fucking know. I don't know what I'm eating tonight. I think no, I'm eating a pie. I'm eating a chicken pot pie thing. One of those ready-made pies that you just pop in the oven. I've got one of those and some salad. Some fucking pasta salad or some shit like that, but it's good, it's good. And then I have a nice savory roll as well that I will be showering a little bit later on. Depending on how long the stream goes, I might get a little peckish and have some chows. Garo saying, I found a pack of ginger biscuits in the snack drawer. Dude, nice. Ginger biscuits are always a vibe. I used to never like ginger biscuits. I think ginger biscuits were more a acquired thing for me because I didn't like the taste of ginger. I always thought ginger was very abrasive as a taste. But recently I've been more and more getting into ginger. Like I fuck with ginger a bit more. Still not something I will eat like non-stop. When I go eat sushi as well, I don't eat the ginger in between in between meals or plates of sushi. I actually put the sushi, the little bit of ginger in my soy sauce when I eat my sushi, and that to me is quite nice. Raccoon saying garlic cheese, naan, and rice, which I will put in roast chicken soup. Ooh, that does sound nice. I've got to say, my SO, she actually made like naan from scratch yesterday, and it was so funny because I've got like a couple of Indian friends, but I've got one real close Indian friend, and she sent him a WhatsApp, right? Sent him a fucking WhatsApp asking him for assistance with the naan recipe. And I'm like, The fuck? Why you just send him and she sends it from my WhatsApp of all things. She doesn't even send it from her WhatsApp. She sends him a message from my phone asking, "Hey, I don't have fucking yogurt for the naan. What can I use to substitute it? Or is it okay if I make it without?" And of course, my friend, he's a young guy. He's probably never made a fucking naan before. So he's like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Yeah, but you've got like an Indian mom. Can't you ask her to give you advice? To give us advice?" And turns out his mom's never made naan either. Or at least she wasn't in the mood to help us. so, so we ended up like substituting it with sour milk that we made ourselves. Well, that she made herself with milk and vinegar, and the naan turned out fucking great, dude. So yeah, that's my little story time of yesterday. But yeah, chilling, taking a little quick breather for those of you who are just joining the stream, or those of you who are just lurking in the background. Tonight, I just wanted to relax because reflecting on the past streams I've had now, I do have to say it's difficult to sometimes keep the momentum going in terms of the energy level. And on Wednesday night stream, I felt my energy level was really fucking bad. So it's good to reflect and to think about it. And I did a stream a couple of weeks back as well where I was just rambling and talking a bunch of shit, and I wasn't really focusing on um, having fun. And I think one of the most important things is just having fun with a stream. It's very, very important to focus on the fun element. So tonight, my idea was to go through some cryptids, but I wanted to do something that's a bit more fun, a bit more out there and different. Because the issue I have with a lot of content nowadays and a lot of streams and shit like that is it's it's samey, it's boring, and I like to talk about hypotheticals, guys. I like to talk about hypotheticals, and I think this is a hypothetical that we all need answers on. The SABC can only hack so much of my brain, to be quite fucking frank and fair with you guys. So, of course, I love cryptids, and we're gonna do. I don't think we're gonna do an episode on every single one of these cryptids. I think a lot of these are just BS cryptids. There are a lot of these cryptids that I do actually believe in, and I do actually think there's a lot of evidence on. Of course, the goated cryptids, I will do an episode on each soon, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Okay, I was saying I've also got me a glass of milk, dude. Nice. Milk is fucking, dude. Milk is delicious. I fucking love drinking milk. Now they say only psychopaths drink clean milk. I might be psychotic, guys. Might be a bit of a psychopath, but that's okay. Raccoon, bro, went straight to the source, dude. 100%, 110%. You have to ask the people who know their shit. Now, the friend's mom actually said that we can substitute the yogurt with mayo, and that could potentially also make it quite nice. But like I said, the buttermilk or the sour milk thing, it worked out. The naan was really really nice. It was nice and nice and firm. Had a fluffiness to it as well. It dipped very well in the curry sauce, and it was fucking good, dude. I'm blessed. I've got such a fucking great woman to make food for me at home. If I'm not making food myself, but yeah. I went to sleep at like 7 and woke up at like 9 in the morning for the first time in years. Honestly, might have passed out. Dude, fuck. Facts, bro. Facts. Um, yeah, I went to bed at 3 a.m. this morning. Got up at 7, and I've been up. Went to Gold Reef. Did like a fucking massive ass bunch of rides and stuff like that. Had a ton of fun. Had a major blast. We went with family, and yeah, I haven't been in Gold Reef since 2011, so it's been 14 years. For those of you who are tuning in who aren't from South Africa, Gold Reef is a amusement park in Johannesburg, and yeah, it's quite the vibe. Now, my favorite ride at Gold Reef. Actually, let me ask you guys, what ride do you think is my favorite at Gold Reef? If you know Gold Reef very well, you can Google it up as well. But what do you think is my favorite ride? I'll give you three fucking three chances to guess. Or do you guys want a hint? Let me know in chat if you guys want a hint. Give you a hint for what ride's my favorite, and then I'll let you guys guess. How does that sound? Okay, I was saying on Wednesday I normally sleep like 3 to 4 hours. Fuck, dude. Yeah, like sleep schedule's messed up, bro. I mean, it's fair to say you need your 6 to 8 hours, but at the same time, it's so difficult to get it in if you have any kind of hobbies and you try and work around work and stuff like that as well. It sucks, dude. All right, let's get back to it. So the next one is the flying rod. Let's check it out. So the flying rod refers to the the British flying rod. The first of two sightings involved the creature nearly colliding with a woman's face, only being seen for less than a second, and the second sighting being a centipede like animal seen hovering outside an apartment building at dawn. As soon as the light began to get strong, it took off faster than the eye could follow. The person who first wrote this article has been the first to liken these two reports to the air rods seen across the world. I definitely don't want this thing flying onto my face or like flying into my face. That's for a fact, right? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but no, I don't think it's very kosher to have this thing fucking hit me in the face. To be quite fair with you, so I think based off of that, I think this is probably one of the higher professional hamburglers. What's the atmospheric beasts? Hmm. So atmospheric beasts are the strangest of the flying monsters from ufology, cryptozoology, and astrobiology. According to eyewitness reports, these beings are apparently living creatures, but they break all the usual rules that the biologists apply to living organisms. Okay. They appear to be able to levitate without any need for wings, as well as their bodies are even depicted in a semi solid, often partially invisible state. The one in the image looks like an atmospheric jellyfish. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, they seem a little ethereal to me. So I think based on that, we'll probably be chill. I think let's be chill with him. But sky serpents. Uh, I don't know. I don't know about sky serpents, dude. So sky serpents are snakes or elongated serpentine dragons that appear to float or fly in the air. They typically move in an undulating fashion, as if they're sea serpents of the air. They're not the same as ordinary flying dragons because they manage to fly without wings, like most Asian dragons that have the ability to fly. Some sky serpents are seen to have different colors and textures other than sky serpents, which are sighted all around the world. I don't like fucking flying snakes, dude. So I think I think they stole. They're definitely better than the Saurian. Saurian sucks. We're probably gonna put him higher than Montauk. It's aura forming a little bit more than Montauk, so that's important. Um, the I can't read there, but it's the atmospheric jellyfish. We just looked at that with the atmospheric beasts, so I think it can fuck with the atmospheric beasts. Then the King Jian flying jellyfish, same story. It's one of the atmospheric beasts. And then the Toronto aerial jellyfish, we'll also put that there. And then I have no freaking clue what it says. The Trevor James Constable's Living UFOs. Now, I think sure we have had some extraterrestrial creatures on the list. Um, Although I don't want to rate them in terms of the standards because I think some of the UFOs are a little bit more understandable. Have a nice day, but that one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that one's part of the ones I want to rate. But let's check what's the next one. It says Lieutenant Fortis's Loch Ness monster. Interesting. Never even fucking heard of that thing. It looks like a camel though. Is it just a Loch Ness monster? How do you spell that? Fortis's. Fortis's. Loch Ness. Yeah, it just looks like a Loch Ness variant. I think because it's a Loch Ness variant, it's not rated. I don't think it's gonna fall under the same cool shit. Um, George Spicer's same thing. Arthur Grant's same thing. Thylacine, I believe that is partially related to the Tasmanian wolf, or that is the Tasmanian wolf. Let me just check. Or Tasmanian tiger. Sorry. Um, the last sighting was in 2024, apparently. Now they're supposed to be extinct. It's strange that they've been sighted again. And there are supposed sightings of the thylacine. Hmm. Now, this is what I was saying. I think this is possibly where the Chupacabra myth came from. Thylacine pretty cool though. I think thylacine pretty chill. I actually want to feed it. I'll feed it. Um, do I want to feed it more than yellow belly? No. White Bigfoot can chill for now. What's the Japanese wolf? Interesting. Dwarf subspecies of grey wolf, just over a foot tall and deemed extinct since 1905 due to a rabies epidemic and a wolf killing policy introduced by Emperor Meiji. It is also known by the name Honshu wolf and may occasionally be referred to as okami. Now, I don't think it's a cryptid because it existed. So therefore, I'm gonna take it out. Same with the thylacine. Actually, I should probably take it out, but I'm gonna leave the thylacine in because I think the thylacine works very well with the chupacabra stuff. But the thylacine's just a bit cuter than El Chupacabra. The Queen of Sheba gazelle. What the fuck is that? We ain't got nothing on that. So we'll take that away. Ivory-billed woodpecker. Ivory-billed woodpecker was one of the largest woodpeckers in North America. Why they've got so many fucking normal creatures on here? It's a bit strange. I'm gonna put Carolina parakeet there as well. And the passenger pigeon. Come on, it's just a fucking pigeon, bro. Now, what is the baiji? I ain't got nothing on the baiji. It just looks like a long-nosed dolphin. So we're gonna put that one away. Stellar sea cow kind of looks like a little bro. Let's check out the Stellar's sea cow. It's another extinct creature. It's already existing. Although I will say, because it's a little bit of a cutie, I will add it to the ranking. I don't give a shit. It is a bit of a cutie, so we'll rate it. Meteor goldfish. Let's check out the meteor goldfish. I ain't got nothing on that. We're gonna scoot it on over. The devil's hoof prints are involved with the Jersey Devil. I don't think hoof prints can eat us, so or can eat anything. So I'm gonna just put them away. But what is the Metapec creature? That's a bit crazy. What? Okay, that thing is ugly. It's very small, very tiny. The creature of Metapec is a strange animal found by a group of Mexican farmers in May 2007. The creature of Metapec is rather small, about the size of a small cat or large rabbit. It has smooth whitish grey skin with a large head for its size. The creature appears to be quadrupedal, with dexterous front paws and a long tail. It had two forward-facing eyes, giving stereoscopic vision and likely indicating that it had predatory habits. Its head resembles that of the well-known grey aliens or the new Louisiana swamp monster, suggesting a possible connection. However, we may be able to rule out grey aliens because the creature seems small and they surely wouldn't leave one of their young in that situation. Say, this is the Tokoloshe. Tokoloshe. No, I don't know. I don't like this thing. It's a little creepy fucker. It's definitely stealing from the picnic basket. I rate it's just under the Congo snake in terms of stealing from the picnic basket, though. Now, sheep squatch. Um, what the fuck? Also known as the white thing, is a woolly-haired cryptid reported across numerous counties in West Virginia. Size of a bear. It kind of reminds me of is it the Karen or the chort, from Witcher. There's a lot of sightings. Also, Fallout 76 had the sheep squatch. Hmm. I don't know. I really don't know. I think sheep squatch is definitely on burglar list. I think he's top of burglar list. Bat squatch? What the fuck? Bat squatch. flying cryptid allegedly seen near Mount St. Helens. Yellow eyes, dog-like muzzle, blue fur, sharp teeth, bird-like feet, and leathery bat-like wings, with a span of up to 50 feet. Feet. What the fuck? Feet. Wild. That's wild. I don't like this guy. He's definitely also going Hamburglar territory, but not as high as Sheep Squatch. I think he's higher than Mange Chupa for a fact, but not as high as the hide behind. Now the Argentina gnome, guys. I think the Argentina gnome. I think the Argentina gnome definitely has some fucking how can I put this? It has some kind of power over me almost. It's stealing things. Is it hamburgling? Probably, but it's between one of these two categories. It's definitely not eating it from inside you, and it's not getting scraps. I don't think so. I have seen videos of the Argentina gnome, and based off the video footage, and also the fact that I do think that Argentina gnomes are real, I think Argentina gnome is hitting high for me. I think it's going to the top of stole from the picnic basket. I think so. Whatever this thing is, yeah, whatever that thing is fucking weird. I think that thing is it's definitely stealing something. Professional, probably. It's a bit creep as fuck. I'll put it just under the professional hamburger. Under the mange chupa. I think it's a bit eerie. The Falk monster. Let's check out the Falk monster. Not giving me anything. Although, judging from the image, I don't like it. It's probably stealing. I would put it here under the Horny Island swamp monster. Just under the Dover. Now, let's get back to some of these that we skipped over. So, let's look at the Hopkinsville goblin. So, Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, also known as the Hopkinsville Goblin's case, and to lesser extent the Kelly Greenman case, is the name given to a series of connected incidents of alleged close encounters with presumably extraterrestrial beings. There were dozens of eyewitnesses to the incidents, which included 2 families present at the farmhouse and others in the area. I'm wondering. I think they're creepy, but they're not that creepy. I think we chill. I think we're chilling. Are they as chill as the atmospheric beasts? Probably not. In fact, I think the atmospheric beasts can go up a little bit. I think they can definitely have a little bit of a bump in ranking. I'll leave Hopkinsville under Marvin. Let's just look at the Grafton. That kind of looks like a fucking snow troll. Grafton is described as being 7 to 9 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and having white seal-like skin. The monster also possesses no discernible head. Okay. Very deep bellow, apparently. Because it has no head, I probably think we chill. I won't feed it, because I think it might, like, smack me. I think it's higher than Hopkinsville, though. Now we're getting into some of the South African cryptids. Now, I just want to pull up the article again. It has the name of some of these cryptids. The first being the impundulu, or the lightning bird. Now, I did see some other like stories and tales about the impundulu, and I did hear about the impundulu being actually more so related to like a angel of death kind of thing, more a messenger of despair. With that in mind, I think the impundulu actually gets a high ranking on the professional hamburglar side. Higher than bat squatch, definitely. Higher than the hide behind though, no, no. I think it's fine there. Then the Tokoloshe. This one's for you, Chaos. The Tokoloshe, because it can't get on the table, I will probably have to feed it. Um, Unless the picnic basket's like laying on the floor, that's the other thing. I think Tokoloshe is gonna probably go. It's probably just a bit higher than the Congo snake, actually. I think let's put it at stole from the picnic basket. That makes a lot of sense to me. Then we have the Kamapa. We'll just go back to the Kamapas thing here. The Kamapa or the swallowing beast. Now, this thing, I don't think it's going to swallow you whole, but I think either I want to feed it or it's goaded. And I think we all know where it's going. It's going to go into the goaded category. So the Kamapa, goaded as fuck. Then we have the Grootslang, or the Grootslang, or whatever you want to fucking call it. Now, the Grootslang, let's see if it's on this one. I don't think it's here. But we'll go back a little bit. And we'll search up the Grootslang. So the Grootslang is like a mixture between a snake and a fucking elephant. It's got like elephant tusks and a trunk with elephant ears, and then this big snake-like body. It looks very creepy if you look at that picture. This one's a little bit more chill. That one's also a little bit more chill. That is the creepiest rendition. If I look at that, that's giving me like fucking it's gonna eat you from the inside kind of vibes. If I look at this, I'm thinking, oh, it's a little nutty fella. That thing, that's nightmare fuel. I think, based off of this image alone, the Grootslang is getting a high ranking. We'll actually move up the not deer, and we'll put the Grootslang above the flatwoods monster. That's my new ranking for that. Then, and this will be the second to last creature we rank. The rest we're not going to look at further. But then we have the Inkanyaba of how it falls. I actually want to see what the cryptid wiki says about the Inkanyaba. So it's an aquatic-based cryptid, which we know I don't like. It's a legendary cryptid from southern Africa. It lives by waterfalls and is most commonly seen at Howick Falls in South Africa. This creature resembles a snake except for the head, which looks like that of a horse. The Inkanyamba is aquatic and lives in lakes and waterfalls. Some suspect it to be a species of giant eel instead of a snake. This creature is said to be 20 feet long. Accounts of these animals actually date back to Aboriginal cave paintings found throughout the KwaZulu-Natal area. Okay. These paintings depict creatures which archaeologists have come to refer as rain animals due to their association with vicious summer storms. Believed by most investigators to be a large species of freshwater eel, such as the Anguilla mozambica or the Anguilla marmorata, both of which can grow to a respectable length of about 6 feet. The natives of the area insist that the Inkanyaba are much larger and bear some decidedly supernatural characteristics. As recently as 1998, residents of the Ingwavuma and Pongola regions of KwaZulu-Natal blamed the violent Inkamyaba for a brutal storm in which thousands of people lost their home. This is apparently a picture of the Inkamyaba. It kind of looks like Nessie. um, here's like an artist's rendition of the Inkamyaba. They also liken it to Gyarados, apparently. Um, I don't know how I feel about the Inkamyaba. Uh, Honestly, I think it's going into the ate you from the inside part. I think it's worse than the Oklahoma octopus, but not as bad as the Mongolian deathworm. To be fair, to be fair. And then we move into our final creature, and that would be the one, the only, the Mothman. Now, just sit back up straight for this one. So, Mothman, I think everyone loves the Mothman. I think that's fair to say. So, regardless of where we put it, I think we will have some people that are pissed. There's only two logical places where you can put Mothman. Either you put him in Goated, or you put Mothman at the ate it from inside you section. That is really a tough decision. Goat, you say? I wonder why. Why are there so many Mothman stands? Is my question. Is it because Mothman is just such a bro in terms of creatures, in terms of cryptids? I think we need to take some time to reflect on all the good times we've had with Mothman from our childhood days. I think Mothman reflects an innate sense from us to want to be better. I think Mothman wants us to improve. He's the epitome of cryptids, Raccoon says. Hamburger top. You saying he's hamburger top? I don't know about that, man. I think he's either he's the top of ate you from inside, or he's the top of goated. I'm gonna let us stew on Mothman a little bit more and just rearrange some of the things here. I think the banana Bigfoot guy is actually getting a dump down to ate the table scraps where we chill. Nandi Bear is getting a dump down. He's going just above Owlman because fuck that bear now. I don't vibe with him anymore. I think in terms of the Alfeeded section, Loki, Ningen, Tsuchinoko, Kusi, Mokele, Mbembe, Champ, Morgwar, all good. Cressy, however, I've gotten now a bad juju vibe. I've gotten a bad juju vibe with Cressy. I think Cressy, we ain't chill no more. I think it's stealing from the picnic basket. It's giving me Saurian vibes. So, fuck Cressy, we dump it way down. Mungwa is a cat, that's vibe. Phantom Big Cats, also a vibe. Beast of Bodmin Moor, I fuck with it a little bit more than the Phantom Big Cats, guys, to be fair. But I think the orange Kauti looks cooler than the beasts, right? That's my assessment. I think same with the tail slow loris. It's a cutie. And the water elephant also goes up a little bit. Jackalope, I also agree, goes up a little bit. I think Yellow Belly above Jackalope, believe it or not. Above Jackalope, yeah. And then the thylacine. I think thylacine, because we... I don't know if you guys are hearing the music. If you're on Twitch, you're probably hearing it now. Music's like got me really reflective here. It's kind of nice and chill and really relaxing. So I think thylacine, it's giving me nostalgia vibes because I remember seeing the last video footage of the last thylacine in captivity. No music on Twitch. Shit. Fuck. All good though. Music I'm listening to is so fucking peaceful. Let me quickly check if I can sort that out. Just give me a sec. Because it's so nice. Just restart it real quick and then put it back on for you guys. Hopefully it works. Nah, I got the music audio has been separate from the VOD, so it's all chill. I know on YouTube I don't include the music at all because I get like a ton of copyright issues. So, but yeah, I think thylacine is like so. It's so tranquil. So tranquil. I think thylacine gets me up a bit more than jackalope. I'm gonna put thylacine there. And then stellar sea cow, we checked that earlier. Stellar's is it's apparently a creature that did exist, so I'll keep it I'll feed it just because the picture is adorable. Then table scraps part, Yeti, Bigfoot. I think Raccoon and Chaos, you two convinced me. Bigfoot over Yeti. I'm gonna make a controversial pick here, but I'm putting Wood Booger above Yeti as well. And now this is the point where the rap breaks down. Everything gets real intense. It's 8 Mile now. We're gonna search up Wood Booger and see what the fuck he's actually about. Because I'm at the table scraps and we chill, but I see this picture of Mr. Wood Booger, and I'm like, the fuck? So let's quickly read through Mr. Wood Booger here. The Wood Booger is a Bigfoot-like creature said to roam the forests of southwest Virginia. The name Wood Booger was given to the creature because it was often rumored to carry off young children like the boogeyman. Interesting. This cryptid was featured in the Animal Planet TV show Finding Bigfoot. Episode Virginia is for Bigfoot lovers. There have been a particularly large amount of sightings outside the town of Saltville, Virginia. So it's a kidnapping Bigfoot, is what I'm hearing. But with the name Wood Booger, I think we still chill. What do you guys think? He's chill like your priest's uncle is chill. Fair enough. Raccoon, can you hear the music on your side now? Let me know if it's running. If it's not, then fuck it. Then we ball. We rock with what we got. But yeah, I think Wood Booger. I think we still chill with Wood Booger. Off of the name and vibes alone, guys. No mega lol. Oh, fuck's sakes. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's so weird. It's not music, it's ambience. Can you hear ambience? Mr. Raccoon. I've now switched it to max on stream, so it should be quite fucking loud ambience. No Megalol 2. Oh, fuck it. Then I'm gonna keep on sitting and listening to the ambience because it's a vibe. Okay. Trunko I still think is fine. The more I think about it, Banana Bigfoot's like creeping me the fuck out. More and more and more. I don't think we're chill with Banana Bigfoot anymore. With that in mind, I think Banana Bigfoot's actually getting a massive demotion. And going to Hamburglar. He's going above Michigan Dogman. I'll put Ringdocus just below him. I think I'm happy with the rest of the chill guys. Yeah, I think I'm happy. Lutang is weird. That's weird. The rest I'll keep as is. Stole from the picnic basket, I think the Argentina gnome we're fine with. Chupacabra, the Tokoloshe, we're fine with. Giant Congo snake, we're fine with. The Metapec creature, that's pretty chill. I think everything else there looks pretty cool. I will move up the Dover above the Montauk. Because I think the Montauk's just a fucky kind of guy. Professional Hamburglers, I'm pretty happy with all of these, although I will move Gorp up above Lizardman. I think that's just fair to do. Actually, above the Dogman. The Dogman's trash. Dogman's trash. I'm moving Dogman and Beast of Bray Road to the bottom of Hamburglar. Then, Ate It From Inside You, Goatman, Not Deer, Grootslang, Flatwoods Monsters, Snallygaster, Skunk, Ape. This one is... Mermaids is still, like, open for debate, though. If you have Visual Snow Syndrome, then Sky Serpents is Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I have Visual Snow Syndrome, it's Nightmare Fuel. Shit, bro. Fuck's sakes. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's always like if you have astigmatism, then any flashlight becomes a weapon against you. So that's a shame, bro. Shame. Yeah. So Snallygaster, I think I'm fine with it there. Skunk Ape. It's just the mermaids that's bothering me here. Like, the rest of these shark and fish-like creatures and water-based creatures can all get fucked. But mermaids, I don't know how I feel about them, guys. What do you guys think in chat? Do you think mermaids are top of Ate It From Inside You, or bottom, or are they fine where they're at? I would love to know from you guys. Shit, dude, you have the astigmatism as well? Oh, fuck, dude, that sucks. I don't have it. Well, I don't have it badly. Like, I've got a little bit, but my SO, she's got it bad. She now has her glasses figured out for it and stuff, and no, it's not cool. It's not good, bro. As I say, it's not Gucci Poochie. So I think there's no one arguing with mermaids on the ranking where it is, so I'm gonna leave it where it is. And we still have Mothman to, like, round us out for the evening. I think Mothman is goated. That is for a fact. However, because this is my list, I don't think it's cooler than the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Is it cooler than Frogman? Yes. But now I'm debating, where is Kamappa gonna stay where it is? Is Kamappa cooler than Frogman? I mean, let's look at this fucking adorable fuck again. Take a second to reflect on this cute little fellow. He's goated in our hearts, people's champion. I mean, fair. Mothman is like the best, but okay. So let's reflect on Kamappa. I mean, if we break it down in like a biological sense, okay, he's probably got 4 limbs with 2 little sharp, stubby claw things at the tips on each foot. He has a big mouth. He's got 2 rings of hair, one around his middle, one around his head. Now, before I think of this as a neckbeard and a Friar Tuck cut, because that would ruin it for me. I don't think that would. This is Kirby but lemon, right? You say Kirby but green. I say Kirby but lemon, or Kirby but lime. He's Kirby lemon lime. Okay. He also has two cute little eyes, by the way. Like, those eyes mean much, like so much. Those eyes mean so fucking much. So Kirby but lemon lime. He's like a lemonade Kirby, and he's got the two little caviar eyes. Now I fuck with these eyes, bro. Kumapa is getting a top on Frogman so far for me, like 100%. If you cut into it, you create a black hole. It's a big ass frog. So it's better than Frogman. We can agree that, right? Chat, are we in agreement? Kamappa is better than Frogman. Okay. Okay, we're all in agreement with that. Is Kamappa better than Mothman? I think I know what Raccoon's going to say. He's going to say no. Not in a million years. Chaos, what do you think, my guy? Do you think that Kamappa is better than Mothman? It's better. It's better. Okay. I'm like coin flip away between these two. I've only learned about Kamappa this week, and I have already fallen in love. That's how deep Kamappa is in my heart right now. Like, Kamappa is my new spirit cryptid. He's the influential cryptid that penetrates my soul, my being. He permeates my existence. I think that's fair. However, plot twist. I think he's better than the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Mothman has so much cool lore. Have you seen how Kamappa looks, dude? Who gives a fuck about lore if you look like Lemon Kirby, bro? Lemon Lime Kirby, bro. I can only assume this thing's favorite flavor of milkshake is lemon lime. Like, I mean, let's read up about Kamappa. Kamappa also probably has amazing lore. Fuck you, I'll find lore about Kamappa. It's the content that matters. Here's Bog Frog for the win. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's the content that matters. Okay, so Kamappa, also known as Kolomolomu in Lesotho Sesotho, and Godumodumo in Southern African Sesotho, is a mythical creature from the Basotho people of Southern Africa. It is described as a shapeless, gluttonous monster that swallows everything living it comes by and gets larger and larger the more it swallows. Kirby. It has multiple sharp tongues with which it uses as weapons. Kanyapa is the main antagonist in the story of Ditiaulane, where the monster is symbolic of all that holds back humanity and is killed by the hero. I mean, that's like some hero journey shit right there. So, the origins in etymology says Kanyapa is possibly a synonym and descendant of Kodumodomu. Kodudomonu is an archaic Sotho term, most likely meaning great noise. Archaeologists believe Kanyapa is influenced by the Sun people's python god. There are parallels, common themes, and motives that's in this myth and other stories from throughout sub-Saharan Africa. Dude, okay, I'm gonna... controversial opinion here. But the Mothman lore only started after the bridge collapse. Kamappa has deep-rooted lore. You can't change my mind if I close the stream. Don't close the stream, bro. Just fucking bear with me. Just Headcanon, okay? Headcanon. Headcanon. The authentic pronouncement is so refreshing, by the way. I'm trying my best here, but these names are fucking difficult, bro. So there is a deep set of lore about Kamappa. Okay. Can we say that Mothman and Kamappa, right? Fuck off. Okay, we just skipped out on something. That's okay. Can we say that Mothman and Kamappa? No, dude, no. I don't know. Like Kamappa lore is so fucking deep, though. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool. Okay, just give me a second. Just wanna pop in the other creatures real fucking quick. So can we say that the Lost X-Files? Yeah, they're fucking gone now. Can we say Kamappa and Mothman are equal on the goated ranking? We'll put Mothman first. We'll put Kamappa like as they're joint first. Would that be a fair compromise, Mr. Chaos and Raccoon? I will settle for communism, yes. Yes, okay. So I will settle for communism, yes. Yes,
Just give
okay.
me a second.
And my fucking Twitch just randomly start fucking playing sound to me. I was like, the fuck? That's a bit weird. Okay, so I think that's the list, guys. I think that is the list. We have a joint first for Kamappa and Mothman, then the Fresno Nightcrawlers, and then the Frogman. Let's save this image. SADC Saturdag. What are you saying? I will be sharing this image on the socials after the stream concludes. But I think we've come to the conclusive list of who's gonna most likely steal my lunch and who I'm the most fine with stealing my lunch. And with that, my fucking chat bots that I set up, my streamer bots also saying, please don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe, guys. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate you guys dropping me some follows. Of course, we had Hyatt Thompson 6 drop a follow tonight. Really fucking appreciate that, dude. But yeah, guys, we're working towards affiliate, like I said. We're on 32 followers right now. We're also working on the getting the viewership up to 3 average viewers per stream. So we're working on that slowly but surely. We actually had great viewership on the last 2 streams. It's our first 2 streams that actually had more than 3 viewers average per stream, which is really awesome. So let's keep on doing that, guys. If you guys can check out on Twitch, that'd be fucking amazing. Of course, don't forget to follow the socials. Hit me up on Instagram, X, and TikTok. I'm not really active on the platforms just yet. I'm still figuring it out. Try my best. So really, I appreciate all of your inputs, your efforts. You guys are fucking awesome. I've got such a nice community here so far. And I do appreciate everyone supporting and hopping on the stream. Like I said, tonight was a bit more chill, a bit more relaxed. Of course, my fucking energy levels are like down again, dumpstered, because of the fucking lack of sleep, number 1. And number 2, having a blast of a day at Gold Reef. Like, fucking had so much fun. But yeah, Chaos, thank you, bro. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. I do have to say, you're a fucking trooper, bro. Thank you for sticking around and hopping through. Green chat, I don't know what that means, but yeah. Just give me a second. Let me check on Twitch. What the fuck? What is green chat? Brat chat. What the fuck is brat chat, bro? I don't understand that. This is the newfangled slang they warned me about. But yeah, so Charlie XCX chat. Oh my god. Okay, her album. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Dude, I don't know who Charlie XCX is, so I don't listen to the mangled airwaves that come from regular music. The coke. No, dude. Like I don't listen to the one. I don't listen to this newfangled fucking hyper satanic bullshittery that's called pop music nowadays. Okay. I listen only to the classics. The classics. But yeah, I'm keeping up the tier list a little bit longer just so we can bask in all of its glory, because it took us quite some time to prepare. We spent some time, chat. We actually worked on this. She's so cunty. She's such a cunty cunt. Hey, my little cat is being a cunty cunt as well. Oh, hello. Her name is Milk Darky, by the way. I like to call her Melky, and she's a little beachy beach. Underwear, SCX, and Billy Bleach. No, it's Billy Eyelash, dude. I think Billy Eyelash is a weird character. Confirmed reptilian, by the way. She is a reptilian, or it is a reptilian. I don't know what the genders are of the reptilians, but you know, milk tart cat. Yes, milk tart cat indeed. But yeah, so awesome, guys. I think with that was such a fucking roller coaster ride, guys. Such a deep fucking debate that we had to go through to kind of get where we needed to be. And I'm fucking with the vertical stream, by the way. I'm pressing buttons that I should probably not do. But yeah, so no, I think let me just set this a little bit. So Billie Eilish and Charlie XCX have a collab song in the Brat album LOL. Ugh, okay. That's Brat, bro. No cap. I think that song's pretty much Ohio. I think Raccoon just died on the inside when I said that. But yeah, no, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I think with this, we'll have to sit through and fucking yes, King, slay, fucking slay. But yeah, thank you very much for hopping on the stream, guys. I really appreciate all the fucking love and support. You guys are awesome. You know, all things considered, we've been having a fucking blast with streaming so far. And like I said, this is my longest stream so far. Salute to you too, Mr. Raccoon. Thank you very much for enjoying it. But yeah, I hope to do more. At the moment, we're planning to do Tuesday stream again, where we will be discussing. Let me just quickly check. I actually have a little plan of what the streams are for the future. Just give me a second to quickly pull that up. If I have that written down. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh. So for Tuesday's stream, I'd love to hear from you guys if you have any crazy or wacky conspiracy theories that you'd like me to deep dive. I will be looking into the birds aren't real conspiracy as the primary of the evening stream, but I will be checking out some other conspiracies as well, and we'll probably be playing some more Barony that we played last time on stream on Tuesday, because I did enjoy the game. Very difficult. I kept on fucking getting killed, but I'm having a ton of fun playing it offline now on my own. without streaming it. So I will definitely be streaming that again, and hopefully be more prepared, because I did do the tutorials in the meantime, and the tutorials are fucking difficult. So the game has no chill. FBI bugs. What kind of bugs? Are you talking about the fly drone they have? Are you talking about the cat fucking drone that they produced? Because I'm spit roasted by skellies, dude. Yeah, 100% spit roasted by skellies. I'm doing that shit again, 100%. Like, it's such a cool fucking game. It's just very fucking difficult. So, but yeah, yeah. So like I said, so Tuesday we'll be doing that. Wednesday we'll be doing another Warcraft 3 stream, and then for Friday next week we'll be doing another big stream, another long stream, where we will be discussing the most haunted places in South Africa. We'll be looking at a couple of general haunted places as well. But for the most part, we will be focusing on South African haunted places. The most notable one that I know of, that a lot of people have suggested in the comments in WhatsApp and stuff like that, is to look at the Kempton Park shutdown hospital. So we'll be looking into that. We'll be looking into a couple of other places as well. So keep the space. Keep watching the space. We'll be talking about that soon. Play Mortal Shell, bro. Yeah, dude, I actually do own the game, so I might be playing Mortal Shell. I don't know if I'll be playing it on stream just yet. I would probably want to play Dark Souls first on stream. Although I haven't finished Mortal Shell, but it's difficult, and the problem is I know Dark Souls very well because I've completed the game a couple of times. At least Dark Souls 3. So maybe I play Dark Souls 3 through on stream. We can do like a challenge run. Every time I die, I take a shot or something. And we could do that. And I just get worse and worse as I fucking get more drunk. So who knows? If that's what you guys are into, you can be all kinky and do that. But alright, guys. So with all of that said, thank you very much for hopping on the stream. I hope you guys had a wonderful fucking evening. And I will be seeing you guys again soon. With that being said, it's been me, Clearly Cabbage, on the Clearly Cabbage stream. What the fuck ever. I don't know how to do sign-offs or send-offs. So shout-outs to everyone who was in chat. Thank you very much for you guys like supporting. I've been there. That hospital is cock spooky. I have a ton of stories. Fuck yeah, Chaos. I would love to hear some of your stories as well. Remember to send me some emails. If you guys have my the email address that's been posted on chat a couple of times today. So feel free to drop me an email with like your full stories. If you have pictures or video proof or evidence. If you have anything you would like me to watch on stream, if you have any video suggestions of shit on YouTube or stuff like that, let me know. I'd love to check it out. I will be doing some reacts as well at some point, just sitting on watching some videos and reacting and just chill stream. But yeah, dude, I'd love to hear from you guys. Of course, at the end of the day, it's what the community makes of it. So if you guys want to support and support, of course, you're more than welcome to. I would love to look at what you guys can share with me. But that's been me, guys. It's Cabbage signing off. Thank you very much. I don't know what the future's going to hold. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's up for you to decide. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate and have a lovely evening and a good weekend forward. I'll see you guys next week on Tuesday again. Ciao.